Eagle Radio and KINA Sports. Trojan basketball is on the air. This is Countdown to Tip-Off for Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA Sports. Coming up, you're going to get a full preview of area games, analysis on this matchup, and keys to a Trojan win. Now let's head to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off right here on KINA.
Welcome into Republic County High School. We're back in league play for Southeast of Saline, fresh off of the Sterling Tournament. Southeast of Saline now back into the NCAA and back on the road as they will play the Republic County Lady Buffs in game number 1 of our doubleheader. And game number 2, later on this evening, we'll have the guys action. Southeast of Saline will take on the Buffalo of Republic County. For game number 1, it's Devin Haney and also Tyler Smith. Brian Dennett is on live stream video on SalinaPost.com. That is brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms. They have a big event coming up at Phillips Seed Farms, and time is running out for you to pre-register. If you are interested, it's the Whitetail Management Summit brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms Wildlife Division. It's going to go down Tony's Pizza Event Center in Salina on Saturday, February 18th. The doors will open at 9:30, but more importantly, the date of that event is pre-registering. Outdoor enthusiasts, you want to register because the deadline is approaching soon by January 31st. That is your registration deadline date for the Whitetail Management Summit. Go to whitetailmanagementsummit.rsvpify.com or visit Phillips Seed Farms on Facebook for more details. They are a proud sponsor tonight of Southeast of Saline Trojan basketball. So we start out with the ladies. Southeast of Saline comes into this game 9-2 overall. They had a 2-1 record in the very tough Sterling Invitational Tournament, in which they lost to a ranked Hugoton squad. Hugoton in the new rankings fresh out today, ranked 10th in Class 4A on the ladies' side. Southeast of Saline has slid to 10th in 3A on the girls' side. But they come into a game where if there is such a thing as a get-right game, this is that. We will talk about that more on Countdown to Tip-Off. It's brought to you by L&L Advisors as we get you ready for a doubleheader of Southeast of Saline basketball. It's ladies first, right here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
Hi everyone, it's Linnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country. One call to me and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at SalinaSepticService.com, proudly supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back here at Republic County High School, we're in Belleville tonight for league action. Southeast of Saline jumping back into the NCAA after an outing where we burned up the highway last week, going back and forth to the Sterling Invitational Tournament. Both teams going 2-1. Southeast of Saline with a third-place finish on the girls' side. On the boys' side, it was a second-place finish. Talked about a get-right game, and if there is such a thing, and maybe, I don't know, it could set you up for failure as well as you go along and look at this contest. Recent history for Southeast of Saline is pretty good against the Lady Buffs of Republic County. Last year, Southeast of Saline went 2-0 against Republic County, and they weren't even close. At home, 1 year ago, Southeast of Saline won that game 63-12. Here in Belleville, on February 25th, it was a 59-14 score. The ladies from Southeast of Saline won. A little bit of conflicting reports between me and my friend Jesse, who works here in Belleville for the radio station. He thinks Southeast of Saline's won 6 in a row. I think they've won 5 in a row. That doesn't matter. The thing that matters right now, Tyler Smith, as we bring you in, is Republic County right now is really struggling. On the girls' side, they have lost 36 games in a row. They did not win a game last year. So far this year, they're off to an 0-12 start. They just need something positive to happen. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be as much as the basketball going in the hole back-to-back times down the floor. It's just, you look at this team, and I know you have dangerous teams sometimes that really need to get a win. I don't know if this is one of them because they are really struggling right now.
Yeah, Devin, they are. But the atmosphere is great. I mean, this is, we always, we talk about this. You come to this gym, it's a fun, it's an old school gym. Republic County struggling, had some coaching changes. Impressed by the numbers. I think last year they might have only had 7 or 8 girls out at this point. I think I counted 13 stretching before this game. That's how you build. And you're part of a tough league. I mean, this NCAA league is not easy. I mean, especially now. Like, it's never – maybe it was down the last couple of years, but you look at it right now. This league is tough, and it's a grind. But Republic County's there, and they're here, and they're the one thing that makes them a tough draw is weeknights. Nobody wants to drive to Belleville.
Yeah.
And we've never been here without snow. We joked about it just a second ago. We could schedule this game for July, and there would be snow on the ground. Like, it's just a different climate up here. You got to get yourselves right because you got to respect every single opponent. You got to be ready to play.
Also, we hear the band in the background. One of the best bands in the league, by the way, and in the land, really. They're very, very loud. It's the old school setup where you have the stage at the end of the floor on one of the bass lines. They will create some energy in this, but as far as just pure bodies and heartbeats go, there's not going to be a lot of energy. Coach Smith and I talked about that at the tournament on Friday, where you play a 3 o'clock game. And, yes, it's a third-place game. It's over at Sterling College. That's all great. Not a lot of bodies, though, in the seats for a 3 o'clock in the afternoon game on a Friday. Sometimes you got to create your own energy, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And you want to do that with your play, but as we know, that always doesn't happen. And I think that's what Coach Smith wants from somebody. Like, that's the leadership she's looking for, is who's going to be that girl that just is the let's go screamer. That just says let's go and gets things going. And a lot of times it's what you need. And, of course, we see it on Tuesdays and Friday nights, but I'm assuming Coach Smith also needs that on like a Wednesday afternoon practice or a random Monday. Like, who's that player that just says, let's go. You're following me. I'm providing the juice. We got to have juice tonight for sure.
We were talking either it was 2 out of 3 seasons or 3 out of 4 seasons. These two teams only played once because, as you spoke about, it was the weather, especially that late February game. It's the last one on the regular season schedule. It's right before Sub-State. Sometimes that isn't needed to be played, and it's just gotten brushed aside, and safety in mind, of course, of the players, and that's why we didn't play that game. So the series hasn't happened a lot, but it's happened enough where Southeast of Saline, as you can imagine, has been dominant. As I said, winners of the last 5 or 6 in a row. They come in here with a refocus on their mind, I imagine, and that is jumping back into NCAA play, where they're going for their 3rd title in a row. They're back-to-back champions. And they have that winning streak snapped at 28 games back before the Sterling tournament on January 6th at home against Minneapolis. Now it's kind of a refocus of things, isn't it? It's back into league play. It is, let's get going here and see if we can take sole possession of first place back in the North Central Activities Association.
Yeah, Devin, you're exactly right. I think you get a bit jaded with everything else that goes on. But, like, focus number 1 is always the league title.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many losses you have going into that thing. Like, this league, again, it's different. This is a different league. There are some very, very good teams. And then all of a sudden, your focus was trying to win an SIT, and you didn't win this early invitational tournament because you played some really tough teams. But now, refocused. You have a league that you want to go win. Every goal is still out there. But yes, number 1 goal right now is to win the NCAA league, and it starts, that second focus, if you will, starts right now.
Southeast will have to refocus here tonight. They also have a game on Friday. They will be back at home for the first time in almost a month when they play the Ellsworth Bearcats at home. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have starters for you and the tip at Southeast of Saline in Republic County coming up here on KINA and SalinaPost.com.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has ABOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Republic County High School in Belleville, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith, Big Sam Purdy's producing and engineering. We have Brian Dennett on live stream video. SalinaPost.com. View that free of charge, paired with the radio broadcast, and it's brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms and their Whitetail Management Summit. Registration deadline for that February event coming up January 31st. For Republic County, they will start Emily Hansen. Emily is a 5'5 senior, averaging 7 points a game and also 3 rebounds. Rosalie Gertson, a 5'10 senior, averaging 3 points a game and also 4.5 rebounds, along with Cadence Hinkey, a 5'4 junior, averaging a couple of rebounds per contest. Avery Stint is a 5'7 sophomore, averaging 2 points, 4 rebounds a game. And Harley LaDuca averaging 2 points, 3 rebounds per contest. She is a 5'8 senior. Right now, this Republic County team is led by Coach Allie Frederick. For Southeast of Saline, they're 9-2 on the season, ranked 10th by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association and Girls Class 3A. Shauna Smith is the head coach, assisted by Steve Reedy. They will start Brielle Potachik, a 5'4 junior, averaging 7.5 points per game, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Lexi Jacobson, coming off of a very good performance at the Sterling tournament. She made all-tournament team. The 5'7 junior has 11.5 point game average, 5.5 rebounds, and also an assist. Maddie Harris is a 5'5 junior, averaging 6.5 points per game, also 3.5 rebounds and 3.5 assists. Maddie leads the team in assists and steals. Reagan Getz is a 5'9 senior. She averages 12 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, and an assist per contest. And Avery Castleman is a 5'8 senior, averaging 4.5 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per contest. Shauna Smith, assisted by Steve Reedy, in her 7th season at Southeast of Saline, 82 wins as the head coach at SES. They come into this one 9-2, 2-1 in league play. Tyler Smith, we've already talked about quite a bit in this game. What are your new image audio keys to success tonight for the Lady Trojans?
I think you can't settle. Like, that's the thing. You can't settle for a 3-point bucket. Like, you need to rely on your defense. Defense needs to turn to offense, and don't settle for easy buckets. Like, let's see what offense does, and let's go to the bucket. Let's go to the rack. Let athletes be athletes. Like, this is a game, and you've been calling it a get-right game, and I don't think you could have coined it any better. This is a team you need to come out and beat, first and foremost, but you need to get healthy psychologically.
And it's stupid that we're saying that.
Yes,
with a team that has 2 wins and coming off of a 3rd-place finish at Sterling. But the ball hasn't been going in the hole consistently lately. The Southeast team has been fighting and clawing for everything that they have gotten. They need a good shooting night here on the road here tonight. Coming out in their road jerseys, we have not seen that for a while. Brielle Potachik on a pick and roll with Lexi Jacobson. That ball is going to be tipped in there defensively is Rosalie Gertson. She didn't want anything to do with that. and it's going to be batted out of bounds for Republic County. Southeast of Saline will have it along their own baseline. Just underway, first possession. Lady Trojans have it. You can view this game on SalinaPost.com. Here's a three-pointer off the inbounds. Potacik, that won't go. Kiss the side of the rim, and it will be rebounded by Harley Leduca for the Lady Buffs.
Well, I think one thing always about Republic County that we see is there's good size. Like, there's good athletes. It's usually lack of numbers, but we see right now good numbers. That size is still there. Good rebound from Leduca.
Emily Hansen with it. She'll play it off to the right. Nearly stolen away by Avery Castleman. Avery still fighting for it. Dives on the floor about the timeline. And they're going to say this basketball will go back over to Republic County. Leduca on the inbounds. She'll play it into Emily Hansen. Hansen with a quick glance over the bench. Plays it off to the left wing. Here's a run and jump now. Riquette forcing Republic County out near the timeline. Cadence Hinkie might be in trouble. Now the ball on the floor again. Maddie Harris down after it. She gets her arm tangled up in between two Lady Buffs, and now Reagan Getz has it. She bounces it over to Jacobson. Ball ends up in the hands of Brielle Potacik somehow, who will safely put it away. Now to Getz for three off the front of the rim, and that rebound will be taken in down low by Avery Stent. Here comes Stent now up across the center stripe. She'll speed off to the left-hand side. Picked up there by Castleman. Good defensive pressure by Avery. Over to the right-hand side now. A little pick-and-roll opportunity that's going to be batted out of bounds by Avery Castleman.
Devin, what I want to say right now, we have a Republic County team that's lost 34 straight. It's a road game. It's a game that Southeast supposed to win. But you've already seen now 3 different Trojans dive on the floor for loose balls. Like, that's what Shauna Smith wants from her Trojans. Like, let's get going. It doesn't matter who you're playing. Your tenacity, your game does not change.
Here's a ball now again going out of the baseline. As searching for the basketball that time was Avery Castleman once again. It's Emily Hansen chasing that one out of bounds. Public County will keep it. Way out up high. Public County hasn't gotten a shot off yet as this Southeast defense has been suffocating. Now they'll try it backdoor to Hansen. She traveled with the basketball as her feet were going faster than her body on that backdoor cut. It was a great play and good intentions there for Republic County, but they turn it over.
And I think that's maybe one thing. I mean, like, it's tough to point out these negatives from a 9-2 team, but ball pressure and defense, like those turnovers, and let's see more backcourt turnovers, like turn into easy layups. I think that's one thing Coach Shauna Smith wants.
Abigail Pearson fresh in the game, and she's going to dump one off on the sideline. She goes block to block across the lane to Lexi Jacobson for the first 2-pointer of the basketball game. Pearson came in early for Maddie Harris. Harris checking out her eye on that bench. Remember, she was one of the Lady Trojans that was diving on the floor early on in this game. Might have caught something there in her left eye. Here's Republic County now with it. Hansen, couple of dribbles. Jacobson will poke it away. Now take the basketball. Down the left-hand side of the floor, all the way to the cup. Her left-handed layup won't go down. Rebound taken in by Republic County. It's Gertson with it. Rosalie Gertson will bring it across for the offensive set for Republic County. Over to the right-hand side, Avery Stent. She'll get into the lane. Now play it back out to Hansen. Working on the left-hand side now. It's a man-to-man defense being applied by Southeast of Saline. They have been suffocating so far, but only lead 2-0.
Yeah, and you're seeing the way the officials are calling this game. Like, they're letting a lot of handsy stuff go on, a lot of pressure, a lot of physicality, which I think, I mean, obviously is only going to benefit Southeast Saline. But you just want to keep pressing. You just want to keep pushing them out, get that offense that the Lady Buffs are trying to run as far out as you can.
Hansen with the ball. She collects the defense, now plays it out for a 3-pointer that's up from Leduca, no good. Rebound taken in by Republic County down low. Now a foul will be called. It's our first one of the game on Southeast of Saline. It will go against Abba Pearson down low. As I said, that is our first foul of the contest. Free throws coming up here for Republic County. Their first chance to get on the scoreboard. Avery Stent comes to the free throw line. Her first free throw is up and good.
Yeah, and Stent did a really good job with that offensive rebound and was able to go up on the reverse side and throw it up. If she couldn't have done that, if she wasn't athletic enough, she wouldn't have drawn that foul, but a really nice move from Stent.
She'll have a chance now to tie this game at 2 with her second free throw. That one's too strong. Republic County going for the rebound, but Maddie Harris, who just checked in, takes custody of that loose ball. Now to Castleman. Castleman down low to Addison Rohr, who has just checked in. Back to Avery Castleman. She'll take a bump, put it up on a sweeping move to the right-hand side of the lane, and it comes off, no good. Republic County with the ball back the other way. Hansen with it at the free throw line, has it deflected, taken away. Here's Jacobson again on a runaway. Right-handed layup, good. Lexi Jacobson has forced 2 of the 4 turnovers for Republic County. She has 4 points to show for it.
And Devin, I was going to say this earlier. I mean, this game like kind of where the athletes take over, but that's becoming the common theme with Lexi. Like, I don't know if there's many people in the league or in the state that can just keep up with her. I mean, she creates turnovers and she gets easy layups left and right, just like she did right there.
She is playing really well. Had an excellent Sterling tournament. As I said, made the all-tournament team. She had established a new career high in scoring, 20 points in the semifinal game against Hugoton, and has elevated her per-game average now at 11.5 points per game. She's a half a point on game average behind Reagan Getz, who leads the team in scoring. Pearson inside, Jacobson. Jacobson with a little pump fake inside a trap down low. They're going to say she traveled with the basketball. That's the first turnover for Southeast. Halfway through the first quarter, 4-1, Southeast of Saline. Couple of dribbles to the right-hand side by Stent, and now she'll have it taken here by Hinkie. There's a tie-up near the, half-court stripe, and they're going to say it's a foul against Lexi Jacobson. Second team foul on Southeast of Saline. That's the first against Lexi.
Yeah, and this 1-3-1's kind of fun, a little bit different that we've seen. It's always different just to throw different looks at people, and you kind of get to the point in the season where you're seeing what your team can do. And is there a different look that maybe at some point during the season that we can throw at somebody really late in the game, really early in the game to kind of change the possession up, as we see now back to man-to-man defense, a steal by Brielle Patacic.
Brielle all the way down the floor, left-hand side, had her shot bothered, but it ends up on the other side, and basically a glorified pass off the window to Brielle Patacic, who sticks it back in the cup. 6 turnovers for Republic County here early on. Brielle will knock this one out of bounds today with Republic County on their offensive end right in front of the Southeast of Saline bench. 3:18 left to go. It's a 5-point Southeast lead and a timeout taken by Republic County. Allie Frederick wants a timeout. We'll take it as well. 3:18 left to go here in the opening quarter. Southeast of Saline's ladies are on the road, 6-1 on KINA.
You're telling me your driver turned you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my car's running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
6-1 is our score. Southeast of Saline leading the Lady Buffs here of Republic County in Belleville. Want to remind you on Friday night, we'll be back at home on the campus of Southeast of Saline. We have not had a home game at the friendly confines of Southeast since January 6th. We will do that coming up on Friday against Ellsworth, who both boys and girls are playing well.
Yeah, really well. Like that's gonna be fun.
Public County off the inbounds and out of the timeout with the basketball. They take a drive to the basket on the right-hand side. That's no good, but the weak side rebound taken in by Avery Stent. She will dribble out high, now play it to Emily Hansen, get it right back. Stent now working on Addison Rohr. It's Rohr along with Maddie Harris, Reagan Getz, Abba Pearson, and Brielle Patacic out there. Southeast knocked the ball out of bounds. Pearson tried to save it, but it's going to be a foot on the baseline for ABBA, and they're going to say it'll stay here with Republic County. 2:58 left to go, first quarter. Hansen set to inbounds. She'll go way out high, three-point line territory. A drive by Stent, and a foul will be called on Brielle Patacic. Avery Stent will go to the free throw line for the second time this evening.
Yeah, we're seeing Avery Stent. It's a really good job going to the bucket. I mean, she's really solid at like finding that open lane, attacking. Does a good job drawing the foul. 2 shots.
Avery Stent's free throw is up and good. So far, she's 2 of 3 from the free throw line in this game. Substitute to the table for Republic County. Looks like this will be Frankie Snap off the bench. 3 fouls so far in this contest, all called against Southeast of Saline. Second free throw by Avery Stent. Up and good. 6-3 now our score. Southeast of Saline with the lead. They have it back down the floor on their offensive end. Reagan Getz with it. The Kansas Wesleyan commit floats right now, comes back left on a pass to Addison Rohr. Now to Abba Pearson. Pearson surveying. It's a zone defense. the whole way so far for Republic County. Mid lane, they go to Getz, a little drop step spin move, and a shot that is tied up. They're going to say alternate arrow, and the possession arrow will be pointed in the favor of Republic County. Turnover for Southeast of Saline, their second.
Yeah, really good defense right there. You just saw you got to move the ball around a little bit more. I mean, it's a tough shot for Reagan to try to put up. Good defense from Republic County.
Southeast now for the first opportunity that they've had a chance to put on full court pressure, and that's what they're going to do. Republic County with a cross-court pass, they get away with it, and now a foul called on the open floor. It looked like Republic County player Gracia Simpson was falling down, but Reagan Getz was the closest purple jersey. She'll get the foul.
And that's a tough one. This is one of those things that you want to try out different defenses. You want to make sure that you can get those on film. I mean, Coach Smith is putting these things on there so you can show. You got to get to the sideline. You got to put your foot there. You can't drift. You got to fight it. Good defense right there from Southeast, turning the ball over.
Public County throws a bullet out of bounds on the baseline underneath their own basket. And that will be their seventh turnover of the first quarter. 2:16 left to go. Still 6-3. Southeast of Saline leading by just 3 points. Over to Maddie Harris on the left. Free throw line extended. Lob pass back to Castleman. Avery with a three. That won't go down. Battle for the rebound is going to be won by Republic County. Lady Buffs have it as they get out of trouble in the corner. Kylie Stone there to take in the rebound and help out with Republic County. Now she plays to Emily Hansen, who will set the offense. Over to Avery Stint on the left-hand side. This Republic County team, even though they're in a massive losing streak right now, they have shown some good things every now and then.
They have. I mean, you have to at some point, like we say, kind of count, get moral wins, and then they've played teams close. They, as you see, a three right there from Avery Stintz. I mean, she's the player, and all of a sudden they got a tie game. But they played Beloit close. They played a couple really good teams close, and that's the confidence you need that perhaps they haven't had the last couple of years. A couple of those games happen. You never know what's gonna take place.
Wasn't that long ago. It was in the 2023 portion of the season. Republic County, Avery Stint, had 28 points against Sacred Heart. So she can definitely score. Also, we talked about the 5'8 freshman Kylie Stone, who is checking out. She had a couple of minutes in there, but she scored 17 points in the tournament last week against Riley County. So there are some young ladies on this team that can score. They are younger, though, as Kylie Stone just a freshman, Avery Stint a sophomore. Republic County trying to take the lead here. They cannot. Put back attempt is no good. Now Lexi Jacobson has it for Southeast of Saline. Jacobson up the floor, and she had poor spacing there with a couple of her teammates. She slammed on the brakes and then traveled with the basketball.
I'll tell you what, Devin, you want to talk about a crowd with energy that knows what's going on. It's this crowd. I mean, they're into this. It's a 6-6 game. They know that their team's a huge underdog. This is a big scout for them to take. The energy in here is really good from the crowd that is here right now.
Lob pass for Republic County, taken away by Brielle Potacek. Up the floor to Jacobson, and Lexi will drive hard to the basket along the left-hand baseline. She is fouled, and junior Lexi Jacobson will go to the free throw line. It's been all Lexi so far here in this game. She's gotten a couple from Brielle Potacek, from Maddie Harris. Brielle missed that layup, and Maddie stuck it back in on the backside. Free throw here by Lexi Jacobson is up and no good. Couple of substitutions here for Republic County. Harley LaDuca will check back in. Simpson goes out. Jacobson's second free throw goes right through the center of the net. 5 points here early on for Lexi Jacobson. 7-6 Southeast of Saline. 34 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Up top with the basketball, Republic County has it. Hansen trying to get away from Lexi Jacobson. Finally she does. Lexi hounding her defensively. Clock down to 20. Now a drive on the right-hand side by Hinkie. She gets in trouble. Now plays it back out. Top of the circle. Here's another pick-and-roll opportunity. Knocked away by Castleman. Taken by Maddie Harris. Here comes Southeast. Potacek on the left-hand side. Clock down to 5. Back to Harris. She'll work it around to Castleman. Now back to Harris. Brielle for 3 at the buzzer. Will not go down. And that is the end of the first quarter. Public County hanging around here against Southeast of Saline. Lady Trojans lead it by 1 at the end of 1. You're listening on KINA and watching on live stream video. SalinaPost.com. The Southeast of Saline Lady Trojan basketball brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms.
Get your parts list ready.
Candy Quip's Parts Advantage sales event is going on now. Order early for best availability. Save on over-the-counter genuine C&H parts and get instant rebates on purchases of OEM engine oil for optimal performance. Lessen supply chain concerns by stocking up during Parts Advantage at Candy Quip in Salina. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Candy Quip you.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back in Belleville, Devin Haney along with Tyler Smith, southeast of Saline with the opening possession of the second quarter. They get it into the lane, so Reagan gets. She is fouled at the rim, and Reagan drawing the foul. They're going to say it was on the floor. So inbounds opportunity here for Brielle Potacek, who goes way up top near the timeline. Now back to Getz. Off the screen, here comes Potacek. She gets herself in the lane. Out to Castleman. Now Maddie Harris open for three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Typically when you see that and it's a team trend, Tyler, it means your legs are tired. We're early on in this game. Almost every single jump shot for Southeast is off the front of the rim.
It is, but I'm liking to see who these players are that are taking shots. See right there, nice little play. You see Harris to Getz, long distance pass, Getz going to the free throw line for two. But what you're seeing now, like, just get out and play. It seems like there's a lot of set pieces going on. You've got to create issues defensively where you can just get out and run. Like, at some point, the Trojans have to understand you're better athletes. Like,
right.
You're better basketball players. Go play freely, play without constraints, and see what happens. And Reagan Getz might be one of the best at that.
Reagan 1 of 2 at the free throw line after being fouled there by Avery Stint. She has extended this Southeast of Saline back to 2 points. It's 8-6 Southeast. Just underway here, second quarter. At halftime, we will visit with Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline guys. Here's a turnover. Castleman has it for Southeast of Saline. Avery's got her hand on a lot of basketballs that have turned into possessions here for Southeast. Let's see if Southeast can capitalize on this one. They go to Castleman now. She's in the center of the floor. We'll go back on a one-handed pass to Getz. Along the baseline now to Jacobson. She'll take one dribble, play it out to Harris. Brielle Potacek, the extra pass to Getz. 4-3. Can't get it to go, and a rebounding foul will be called inside. It looks like they're going to tag Maddie Harris on the foul.
You know, as we talked about in the opening, like, don't settle. It seems like Southeast settling for way too many three-point shots right now. Like, attack. Make Republic County stop you in the lane. Like, stop settling for 20-foot shots. You've got to attack the bucket. This is a team that's had a lot of success when they hit threes, but what happens when that's not happening? You got to figure out a way to win games otherwise.
Here's a three by Republic County, and they're going to take the lead. Cadence Hinkey nails a three-pointer. It's a 1-point Republic County lead, but it is short-lived as Southeast comes down the floor, and Lexi Jacobson takes the lead back. 10-9. Now a timeout will be called by Republic County. It's a 30-second timeout. We will take it as well. 10-9, Southeast of Saline with 6:14 left to go, second quarter. You're listening to Lady Trojan basketball on KINA.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Out of the short timeout by Republic County, Emily Hansen has the basketball. Then she lost it out of bounds, but the official is going to keep it with Republic County for some reason. While clearly off the right hand of Hansen as Brielle Potacek was shadowing her all the way across the floor.
Seems like everybody might have disagreed with that call. Shauna Smith was extremely unhappy, and we saw,
Up top with the basketball now is Harley LaDuca. She goes right-hand side to Hansen. Hansen dancing with Brielle Potacik, and Brielle with a spin move takes the basketball away. Up the center of the floor now. She goes right-hand side to Castleman. Back to Brielle. Open from three. Off the front of the rim. No good. And the rebound off the hands of Maddie Harris, who was crashing from the outside in.
And you, immediately you could see you see Brielle looking at Coach Shauna Smith, and Shauna said, take it to the bucket, take it to the rack. Like, let's see what happens. The three-point shot's going to be there, and we know that Brielle's one of the best shooters we have, one of the best shooters probably in the state, but attack. See what you can get, see what opens up for you there, and everything else opens up after you start hitting those inside shots.
I remember the one time we did get it inside, Southeast of Saline on offense, in their offense, not just off a rebound, actually running offense and got it inside. Pearson made the pass across the paint to Jacobson, and it was an easy, wide-open two. Here's Brielle Potacik trying to do the same thing off the break. That's going to be kicked out of bounds now by Republic County. Here's the other thing, Tyler. You know it's a bad shooting night when you have forced Republic County into 12 turnovers. You only have 3.
Yes, and it's a one-point game. I think that's the concern right now with the Southeast Saline offense. I think when they start looking at each other, you see right now an inbounds play, and you see a foul called in Republic County. But you got to start – how do you start manufacturing points? Like, how do you start doing this in a non-pretty way? You know, at some point it can't just be transition and hitting threes. Like, how do you do it in the set offense?
Castleman with it off the inbounds, goes to Potacik. Now she gets it back. Now Brielle has it, center of the floor. She'll go to Pearson, left-hand side. Abba drives it inside, tried a slide step around the defender as Rosalie Gertson came up to meet her, and the rebound batted out of bounds by Southeast of Saline, and it will go to Republic County. Timeout taken, Southeast of Saline. It's a 30-second timeout. 5:12 left to play here in the second quarter. Still 10-9, Lady Trojans here on KINA.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA. This is the Trojan halftime.
5:09 left to go here in the second period. Southeast with just a 1-point lead as they are taking a Republic County ball handler all the way over to the sideline and forced her out of bounds. That is the 13th turnover for Republic County. Southeast will get it back. Potacik with it to Castleman. 4 players out beyond the perimeter in three-point land right now. Just one working inside, block to block, and sometimes short corner like right now, Lexi Jacobson. She has it. Out to Harris. Harris wants to drive. She'll pass that out to Potacik after collecting the defense. Brielle's shot won't go. Was not short, though, this time, as we've seen almost every other jump shot from Southeast of Saline here in this game, but a rebounding foul now against Southeast for their 6th team foul.
Well, and you're seeing right there. I mean, if you're just gonna settle for the three, it's got to go. Because if it doesn't go, you have so many players out beyond the arc. There's not a lot of players rebounding. Right there was 2. Suspect foul called right there, but that's what happens if you don't have position. Your hand gets there, they're going to call the foul. 6-team foul, like you said, for Southeast Saline.
Southeast has done a good job of spreading those fouls out, though. Everybody has 1. It appears, for Southeast. Nobody has more than 1 on those 6-team fouls. Good defense here by Abba Pearson. Republic County is going to knock it into the backcourt and turn it over once again. Good job there by the freshman, Pearson, bottling up a Lady Buff at the top of the circle, and then a suspect pass that rolled off a leg into the backcourt, and that was the violation for Republic County. Still 10-9, no scoring for at least a couple minutes on both ends.
And at some point, you just have to stop panicking if you're Southeast. I think like now, and this happens. We see this all the time on, when we're watching Big 12 games or any college game. Like, you're on the road, tough environment, tough drive. Like, you see Avery Castleman to the baseline, go to the free throw line. That's what you need. You just need to pile up buckets, make Republic County, inbound the ball. Like, make them do simple things like play basketball, and that's when all of a sudden good things start happening for you.
Harley LaDuca guilty of the foul. Castleman drove right at her that time, then slide-stepped her at the last minute. Shot did not go down, but Avery will get 2 free throws. The first one misses strong. So far, Southeast 2 of 4 from the free throw line in this game. Second free throw goes down. Castleman gets 1 of 2 from the stripe. Avery coming off her best game offensively as far as scoring goes, with a new season high against Lions at the Sterling Tournament. Here comes a wide open runaway layup now for Republic County. It's Avery Stent. She has 8 points, 8 of the 11 for Republic County, and we are tied at 11. Gets along the baseline, runs right into a Buffalo, and a foul will be called that will send Reagan Getz to the free throw line. The foul will go against Kylie Stone.
Well, that's really tough. On that bucket that Republic County got, you just saw that Getz never got to the sideline to cut that off, and as soon as if Getz doesn't get there, it's a free layup for Stint, and Stint, as we've seen, can score. She puts a biscuit in the basket, and she's had a good night already.
Both teams now in the bonus. That was the 7th team foul for Republic County. Southeast of Saline has 6. Reagan Getz has 2 free throws. Reagan, 3 of 4 from the free throw line in this game. She's coming off of a performance against Lions in the 3rd place game of the Sterling Tournament on Friday, where she was Southeast of Saline's leading scorer. She never hit a field goal. She was 13 of 16 from the free throw line. Right now she's 3 out of 4.
And that's what scorers have to do, right? You figure out a way to put the ball in the bucket. Like right there, though. Reagan's got to get to the sideline. You got to understand your role in a press.
Here's a drive to the basket. Layup left a little bit strong, and now a rebounding foul will be called against Southeast. Nope, we're going the other way. Looks like Pearson will be the shooter, or Jacobson. Jacobson hit the floor, as they will call this on a Republic County player. Waiting to get the number signaled in here.
We've all been there as officials. I think right there, that's when Lexi needs to go to the free throw line, because she knows that's where she'd get easy points. But it does look like it was Abba. It seems like they're calling a lot of quick fouls. If you don't have position on an offensive or defensive rebound, they're going to call you for a foul.
1-and-1 coming up here for Abigail Pearson. She misses the front end then fouls. And now we'll go the other way for free throws. That's just a bad play there for Pearson, who commits her second foul. Comes up empty at the free throw line, and now a chance for Republic County to score. So this potentially could be a 4-point swing.
And the officials have been fantastic tonight, but at some point we have to establish what's going for rebound. And I said it on the other rebound. I'm calling it against Southeast Saline as well. At some point you have to establish what's fighting for rebound and what's being fouled going for a rebound.
Cadence Hinkey's free throw goes up and in. She will get the bonus. And a chance to tie this game with 3:35 left to go in the second quarter. Hinkey will study the free throw. It's up off the back of the rim, no good. Getz with the rebound for Southeast. Lady Trojans still leading by 1. Potacek open on the left-hand wing. Plays it back around the horn now to Harris, now to Getz. Those two play catch in the center of the floor. Harris now waves off Getz to the right-hand wing. She'll come over to the left-hand wing with the basketball. Here comes Getz on the backside cut. Shot up, won't go, off the back of the rim. Tip of the rebound taken in by Avery Castleman and cashed in. Avery with her first field goal of the night. She has 3.
Yeah, Castleman is on that weak side. Nobody was there to contest the rebound. Great job grabbing the rebound and with the finish.
Here's Stent with the ball. Little pick and roll taken away by Reagan Getz. Turnover number 15 for Republic County. Under 3 minutes left to go in the half. Harris wide open 3 in transition. That won't go down. Crashing in for the rebound is Jacobson. Shovel pass out to Harris. Over to Potacek for 3. That won't go. And Southeast continues to be ice cold from the floor.
And Devin, and those are 2 great shots. It's perfectly fine being ice cold. Just play with confidence. As you saw that happen, you got to you got to turn over on the defensive side. You turn it up, 2 wide open 3-point shots. Nothing wrong with that. Keep doing that for Southeast Saline.
Turnover now by Republic County as they'll give it right back. I'm also a firm believer, Tyler, and I know everybody has their own adjustments and things that they got to make. Mentally, though, and just with the game of basketball, it's going to give you highs and lows. If you stop shooting after missing a couple of shots, that's going to be your last shot, is missing. You've got to keep shooting and get yourself out of that slump. Here's Getz with a tough little shot mid-lane on the left-hand side, and Reagan has her first field goal in the last two games.
That was Harris. That was Harris from the elbow. So they put Harris in that high post against the zone, and that's a nice little look, a little different look, a little wrinkle for Southeast Saline. See if Maddie can, take advantage of that 15-footer.
So Maddie has 4. Here's Republic County in transition trying a 3. That's no good. A rebound tapped out to Reagan Getz, who will secure it. 1:49 left to go here before halftime. 17-12, Southeast of Saline leading by 5. Here's Potocik for 3.
Here we go.
She got it to go.
Here we go.
Brielle with a big shot that puts Southeast up by 8. And here comes the run for Southeast of Saline. It's a 7-0 run. And a timeout called by Republic County. 1:31 left to play. No timeouts shall be forgotten in this first half as we have another one here on KINA.
For some, Valentine's Day gifting is easy. For others, well, they need a little help. That help can be found at Saline Medical Aesthetics. Kiss those wrinkles goodbye with 10% off Botox, $100 off 1 milliliter syringe filler for kissable lips, $175 deluxe hydrofacial. Purchase 1 package laser hair removal, receive second package equal or lesser value, 50% off. The best Valentine's Day gift can be found at Saline Medical Aesthetics. Follow SME on social and learn more at SalinaMedAesthetics.org.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
30-second timeout here taken.
I'll leave this for
by Republic County. They have taken 3 timeouts in the first half. Southeast of Saline has taken one of their own. And Southeast of Saline here currently, Tyler, on a 7-0 run. They have taken an 8-point lead.
Yeah, and we're seeing defense lead to offense, and that's exactly what we thought needed to happen. But again, like you commented earlier, it's the confidence offensively. Just keep going. You got to keep doing your thing. Sometimes shots fall, sometimes they don't. Just keep doing what you're doing. Grab offensive boards and go.
Here's a poke and a steal by Brielle Potocik. 2-on-2 break. Jacobson running with her, but Brielle makes a really tough left-handed layup in transition.
And a lot of body right there as well. Great
finish.
Out of
a 10-point lead for Southeast of Saline. Public County slings it off to the left-hand side. 1 minute left to go here in the half. 22-12. Lady Trojans starting to settle in here a little bit. Down low, Republic County trying to make a move here. Harris down there defensively will also grab the rebound. Maddie wants to run. Middle of the floor, head up. Now she fires off left. Fakes a 3, gets to the 16-foot mark. Her shot might have been partially blocked. Emma Zerflu gets the rebound for Southeast. She'll play it to Harris. Now he skipped past to Potocik, back in to Jacobson, out to Getz. 3-pointer, goes home! Reagan Getz with her first field goal in the last 2 games.
And what's the old adage? I mean, you move the defense around. Reagan could have taken that shot right at the beginning of the possession. It would not have gone in. But you move the basketball around, the defense flows, all of a sudden it's going to fall. I mean, what a great ball movement from Southeast Saline. Great block from Zerflu.
Emma with the block off to Jacobson, who will run it out for the layup, and it continues to go. 14-0 run. Lexi Jacobson with 9, and that'll be the end of the first half. Republic County hung in there for a long time. They gave it the best 14-minute effort they could, but the last 2 minutes all belong to Southeast of Saline as the Lady Trojans finished the half on a 14-0 run. They lead it 27-12 as we go to the break. When we come back, numbers from the first half, also a conversation with Bryson Flax. We'll talk Southeast of Saline guys basketball. It's the Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. Lady Trojans leading at 27-12 here at the break on KINA.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Hi, everyone. It's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season, and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country, one call to me, and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! highlights, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here in Belleville, Republic County High School 27-12 at halftime as the Southeast Lady Trojans go from leading 13-12 to putting on a 14-0 run and taking a 15-point lead into the break. Bryson Flax joins us now as we get a chance to flash back and talk a little Southeast of Saline guys basketball. Coach, we didn't have a chance to talk after the championship game down at the Sterling tournament. Now that you've had a chance to reflect on that, I came away from that and just my thoughts, and they don't matter much, but Hugotson's really good, first of all. Second of all, though, we've kind of seen this little trend going on, and it's typical midseason stuff, I think, with the girls and the guys from Southeast. Just some tough shooting games that you have to overcome. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, with the exception of probably 4 possessions out of the entire game, we were pretty good defensively. We really were. I thought we did an okay job of matching physicality. They were physical with us, and we did an okay job. The thing that stuck out the most to me is, number one, Luke Gebhardt didn't shoot enough. Case and Lily didn't get enough off. And with that, a lot led to, Eli taking a lot of shots, Nakari taking a lot of shots, which is good. We need him to take shots, but we need that third or fourth piece to join him, you know what I mean? And be able to, because everybody else makes things easier on Eli and Nakari, and likewise, Eli and Nakari making things easier for other people. We just got to, tune it up a little bit.
It's always a really, really good thing having 2 outstanding basketball players, and that's what Eli Sawyers and Nakari Merkel-Palmer are for you. But as you said, it's more of a group effort because we saw Eli have string together some of his best scoring games in a row. We saw Nakari string together some of his best games in a row. But still, when you play a team like Hugoton, that's just not enough. I remember last year at that tournament, Luke Gebhardt finally started coming around from football season. He really started to be engaged. I remember Drew Richardson a year ago in that tournament hitting a bunch of big shots for you. Those components just weren't there this year, were they?
Yeah, they weren't. And truthfully, they've done that a little earlier than they did last year. Yeah. But it's got to be consistent, and it doesn't have to be the same guy. It's got to be somebody,
Sure.
But I feel like we had one of our best practices, yesterday. We actually really got after it for a while, and the guys seemed to be grounded a little bit, which I think, you hate to say a loss is a good thing, but we were feeling really good about ourselves, and so it's kind of nice to be humbled a little bit and regain that hunger, hopefully.
Overall in the tournament with the 3-game cluster in that week, how do you feel like you played? You came away with second in a very, very tough tournament.
Yeah, anytime you can get 2 is a good thing, and so I was pleased with the way we competed. Again, Hugoton's got, when you talk about good high school shooters, and then, shooters that I would consider college-level shooters, they have 2 college-level shooters where they don't have to have their feet set. They can catch it from any angle. They can do a lot of different things and hit contested shots. And we were there a lot, and they just rose up over the top of us and knocked them down, but as a tournament as a whole, I thought we competed. I thought we played hard. We're still trending in the right direction.
After the tournament now, you kind of refocus, don't you? You kind of hit the reset button a little bit. And this cluster of games coming up, a couple of big league games for you. It's never really easy to play in this gym, it seems like, in Republic County here in Belleville. But you have that. Then you go home for an Ellsworth squad that's playing really well, it seems like, this season. Then you step out of league again a week from tonight, and you play Chapman in Class 4A. So these next 3 games, again, kind of in the heart of our season right now. You have a great story. You told me a little bit via text about this gym when you were in school at Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, we were top 2 or 3 in the state. I think I don't know what it was at that time, something like 12, 13, 14-0, just coming off an SIT championship where we beat Smoky Valley, Salina South, and Salina Central.
Wow.
And we come in here and they take us to 4 overtimes and end up getting us for our first loss of the season. And that was an interesting night. It's one of those things where they start hitting some threes and the crowd starts getting into it. And don't get me wrong, they were good and the place was packed.
Yeah.
they start hitting some threes, they're never out of it because the crowd's going to try and keep them in it.
It's a quick turnaround, it seems like, from the Sterling tournament and what we put in last weekend, that type of work. Now we turn around, we're back on the road, over an hour trip to get here to Belleville. What's your biggest concern with the guys tonight? Is it still fatigue a little bit from that tournament? How do you overcome that?
Yeah, I don't know if it's fatigue. I think it's more, not looking at Republic County and what other teams have done to them, and more focus on how can we continue to take steps in the right direction. Yesterday we saw some things on film throughout the weekend or throughout last week that I didn't like seeing, and we hashed them out yesterday, specifically on the defensive end, and hopefully, that's what I'm looking for, is hopefully that's much improved because they're all capable. They've all done it before. We just need to get back to doing it consistently.
Looking forward to it. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Devin.
Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys will have the second part of our doubleheader coming up here later today, and you will see a different look for Southeast of Saline if you tune in on live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms, free of charge. Halftime of the girls contest. Southeast of Saline, in midst of a big run. It's a 14-0 run as they head into the locker room at halftime. 27-12 is our score. Southeast of Saline leads it by 15 here on the Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime break.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
The John Deere 6M started with the livestock and hay producer who needs a powerful loader tractor with incredible visibility and maneuverability to easily make your way around those tight corrals, feed your herd, and bale your hay. A strong tractor is equipped with the features you need to accomplish any chore. From 110 to 195 horsepower, the 6M is fully customizable, so you get everything you need and nothing you don't. Visit your local Prairieland partners for details.
Delivering the right solution. Prairieland Partners.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center, they are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson in the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here in Belleville, the Republic County High School Band is the pleasurable noise that you hear in the background. They do such a good job here and just really put a lot of juice in that gym. Right now, the offensive juice belongs to the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. They were tied with the Republic County 11-11 at one point, so they either went on a 16-1 run to end the half or a 14-0 run, depending on how you want to slice that to end the half. The biggest thing right now has been turnovers for Southeast of Saline. A lot more that they have forced against Republic County than committed themselves. Let's go over scoring before we talk about turnovers. Lexi Jacobson leads the way with 9. 6 points for Reagan Getz. 5 points for Brielle Batachic, 4 for Maddie Harris, and 3 for Avery Castleman. Republic County, 8 points for Avery Stent, 4 points for Cadence Hinkie. Southeast of Saline, 5 of 9 from the free throw line, while Republic County's 4 out of 6. And Tyler, that big discrepancy in turnovers. Southeast of Saline, when the pace quickened in the second quarter, they did not commit a turnover. They have 3 turnovers at halftime, while they have forced Republic County into 17.
Well, Devin, defense travels, right? I mean, like it doesn't matter what sport we're talking about, whether it's football, whether it's basketball. Defense will travel, and no matter how much your offense is struggling, if your defense is there, it gives you a shot, and that's what led to this run, right? Like, I mean, if you're not playing good defense, you don't all of a sudden make this run, this 14-0 run. You can breathe, a big sigh of relief for Coach Shauna Smith. Like, you're okay. Like, buckets weren't falling, but your defense, you weren't lazy on the defensive side. You were doing your job there.
Republic County actually had a 1-point lead early on in the second quarter, and then Southeast went on a big old run there. Republic County will have a chance to stop this run as we get ready to start the third quarter, as they will have the first possession of the half, trailing 27-12. They'll get the basketball in to Emily Hansen in the backcourt. Man-to-man defense being applied here by Southeast of Saline. Brel Potachik will escort Hamlin across the timeline. She'll play it off to the right-hand side to Hinkie. Hinkie has the ball knocked away, stripped, and it bounces into the custody of Lexi Jacobson. Now up the floor to Brielle Potachik, and this ball is going to be slapped out of bounds by Avery Stint, who came in and never gave up on the play. So stay with Southeast.
And that's one of those things that, like, Lexi just ended up the basketball, and you almost need like a basketball call, like Oski, like to let your teammates know you have the basketball, because it looked like Reagan had no idea that Southeast Lane had the basketball there.
Bad pass here by Southeast. Avery Castleman has gone to the floor to try to get custody of that ball, and she will save possession as it ends up being in a dual possession here for Southeast, but the arrow lit in their direction. They will keep it. Potachik will fire it in on the inbounds to Maddie Harris. Harris starts out left, now comes back right. Potachik will replace her. Now swing it left to Castleman. Castleman skip pass over the top. Potachik, it was set up for her on the three-point play, but she'll drive into the lane and draw the foul, and free throws coming up for Brielle.
Yeah, and it's always good to see Brielle get into the lane. Like, she's, as we've seen, she's crafty. She's a great three-point shooter, but really crafty when she gets inside the three-point line, can create problems for defenders, and it draws the foul right there.
And she does not get fouled or get to the line much. That was only her 7th free throw attempt of the season, and it came up short. 5 points so far for Brielle. She'll get a second free throw attempt here. On its way, and it's good. Half a dozen now for junior Brielle Potachik. 28-12. Public County with the basketball. And a foul called against Avery Castleman, who I thought was doing a really good job defensively on the opposite side. For Avery, that'll be her second.
Yeah, I thought so as well. Just got to keep the hands off. It looks like and they've been calling it tight all night. Like, it's not a call that we haven't seen before. If you're going to ride the, you got to make sure the hands are off as you're defending.
Lob pass in for Republic County, way up to the top. Now they'll take it to the right wing. And now look to reset. Reagan gets there defensively along with Lexi Jacobson. Those two switch a screen. Now they switch it back as it goes back the other way. A lot of dribbling here for Republic County. Now they'll get it in to the elbow area. Play it back out to the three-point land. Still man-to-man defense here being applied by Southeast. Here's Stint. Gets underneath the goal, now throws it away. Potachik has it, but she's in a one-on-two. Here comes Jacobson to help out. Brielle looking late. She saw Lexi, but now goes secondary to Reagan, and Reagan gets it. That was a really good decision there by Brielle Potachik. She saw Lexi all bottled up, but then Reagan came in and found the soft spot where no defenders were. That was a good break for Southeast.
Yeah, I'd say we rarely see Brielle panic. Like, she's usually calm and cool right there, and you saw it exactly there, and that's usually the most difficult shot for someone to hit that Reagan hit. It's that 15-footer where you catch the ball, everyone flies by you, and then you're not in rhythm. You create your own. That might be the shot that we see Reagan kind of get that flow going again.
30-12. It's an 18-point advantage for Southeast. They get the basketball back now after a turnover for Republic County. Getz has it between the circles. Over to the right-hand side, here's Harris for a three. That's an air ball, misses badly. Jacobson, though, saves it. Now the ball loose. Castleman will dive after it. Avery Castleman goes down after it. Now, what are they calling here?
I think they're going to call a foul, and they don't know. They're calling alternating possession. I interrupted you by saying that's not alternating possession because I saw a fist go up from one official and a hand go up from the other.
I think they might have gave it to Garcia Simpson because she has just popped up on the board with 2 fouls, and she only had 1 in the first half. Now Maddie Harris is fouled in a big collision there with Dakota Peters. So fouls mounting here on Republic County early on in the second half. 3 team fouls already for the Lady Buffs. 5:46 left to go in the third period. Public County still playing that 2-3 zone. Inside, Jacobson has it. Little pop jumper off the feed from Maddie Harris, and Lexi Jacobson in double digits with 11.
And that's where we continue to see Lexi just feast. I mean, from 10 to 15 feet, there's not many teams that are athletic enough to handle her down there. She catches that in the soft spot of the zone. If you're going to play a zone, you got to figure out a way to take care of Lexi Jacobson. Right now, she's showing you can't do that.
Here's steal by Harris. She slapped the ball away, but then went rolling out of bounds on the far corner, and it will stay with Republic County. 32-12. $5:20 left to go here, third period. Public County struggling to get shots off here in this third quarter. Now they're going to call 3-second violation down low.
And Devin, it's one of the things. I mean, we saw Republic County coming out so well in the first quarter, and then you trickle off in the first half, and you forget the depth. Like, I mean, that's something that, you know, when you have, you're seeing right now the amount of, I think Southeast Saline's gone 8 deep, 9 deep. I mean, the depth is something that's a big thing. You can't be successful with just 5. You got to go deep. You got to make sure he plays. I mean, the fatigue is a huge factor in this game.
Here's the kick by Pearson. A three-pointer for Patochik is no good. And a foul that will send Brielle to the free throw line for 3. We had a game in Sterling on Friday that Reagan Getz went to the line twice shooting 3. She made all 6 of them. And also Lions had a player go to the free throw line for 3 and make all 3. I'd never seen that before in my life. And I just said, Brielle Patochik doesn't get to the line a lot. Coming into this game, she only shot 6 free throws. She's going to have 5 here in the third quarter. She makes the first.
In no way she makes all 3 of these after what you've said.
Probably not.
No. There we go. We're only one more. And then you're clear of the jinx?
Gosh, I hope so. That's a long drive home to go home with. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's on you.
She's got 2 out of 3. Rebound by Republic County, and now a foul will be called on Abigail Pearson. She was the only one in that mix for Southeast, and that is her third foul.
And again, those fouls both ways. I don't know how you teach kids to go for to go for offensive rebounds. I mean, there wasn't a lot of contact. Just going for the basketball. Those are tough fouls.
22-point advantage for Southeast of Saline. 4:36 left to go here in the third. Republic County now has tightened up, and it seems that Southeast has relaxed and settled into this one. Southeast has a driver, though, here that they let go. It's Emily Hansen as she springs free for her first basket.
Yeah, it looked like Hansen knew right there that she had baseline, went right around Abigail Pearson. No help. I don't know if that was just poor man-to-man defense from Pearson, or she thought there was going to be help there, but nice move from Hansen.
First basket of the quarter here since we hit halftime for Republic County, and now Southeast of Saline will turn it over. That's their first turnover since back in the first quarter. And now Lexi Jacobson, who was out of the game for about 13 seconds, will come in. Emma Zerflu is coming with her. Reagan Getz will check out, and Brielle Patochik will check out. So it's Harris, Addison Rohr, Pearson, Jacobson, Zerflu on the floor for Southeast of Saline. 3:54 left to go here in the third quarter. Here's Hansen, open from 3. Got it to go. Emily Hansen has 5 straight points. 34-17. Zerflu has it on the right corner. Now around to Harris. Jacobson wants baseline. She'll drive, stop, pop, off the window. That's too strong, won't go down. And the rebound taken in here by Republic County. Back the other way. Gertson has it. She'll stop now, play it back to the center of the floor to Hansen. Now they end up with the ball on the right wing, right in front of their bench.
And Devin, here's a great opportunity for Pearson, Zerflu, and Rohr just to get valuable minutes. I mean, a league game on the road in a competitive game. I mean, go fight, see what you can do.
Pearson now hits the deck with a Republic County player. Harley LaDuca going after that ball. The arrow is lit in favor of Republic County. It'll stay here with the Lady Buffs. That'll give Avery Castleman a chance to come in. The senior re-enters the contest for Southeast of Saline. She'll replace Abigail Pearson. 34-17, Southeast of Saline has Republic County doubled up here. 3:11 left to go.
Oh.
Now a foul will be called on Addison Rohr on the inbounds. Third team foul on Southeast of Saline for Addison. That is her first.
And then we can talk about this losing streak, that Republic County has going on. There's some energy. Like, there's some talent. There's some energy. Coach Allie Frederick's did a great job just creating something. I mean, she's up and down the court. She's a young Shauna Smith. I don't know if that's the right term, but she's
going to get
she's
yourself
fighting.
in trouble with that.
Yeah. But she is fighting for her girls. She's fighting for her team. There's energy right there.
Yeah, and we haven't talked about it, and we won't talk about it, but there was some difficulty here for this Republic County team to overcome, and if you spend a little time on Google, you'll find it. I'm not going to say any more than that, but they are out there. The effort, it really is impressive. Here's a three-pointer now for Avery Castleman. That's off the front of the rim, no good. Republic County speeding away now with the rebound, going the other way. 2:39 left to go here in the third quarter. Here's a deflection by Jacobson. Republic County's going to keep it, though. Hansen for a three. That won't go down. And the rebound taken in on the baseline by LaDuca. Now they lose it. Castleman will take it away. Turnover number 4 for Republic County. And Southeast makes the long pass to Lexi Jacobson. She was able to save it, but it goes back to Republic County.
It's right there. I want to see Maddie take that. I want to see Maddie go to the hole, make somebody stop her. I want to feel like there was a time, there was a big point last year that Maddie Harris was not going to get rid of the basketball unless somebody made her stop.
Here's a steal by Jacobson. Lexi on a runaway. This is the third one she's had tonight. And another layup as each one of them have had the same results. 4 points in the quarter for Lexi Jacobson. She now sits on a baker's dozen, 13.
And we've seen that now Lexi, her specialty is stealing the ball from you and just being faster than everybody else down the court, or that little soft 10-foot jumper, and she's really good at both those.
Yeah, she has gone in a short amount of time from doing that, but not being able to finish on the other end with the layup, to now everything looks so great.
Yes, and both sides. And she's able to control the body. She's just great in the air. That's going the other way.
Hansen running right into Avery Castleman, and Castleman will get a defensive gold star as she takes in the charge.
And I know Coach Smith, she will print out a picture tomorrow, and it'll be of Avery Castleman, and its charges taken. And right now, Maddie Harris is leading the team. But that's a big thing. That's a huge point of emphasis, and it has to be. Like, that's putting your neck on the line, especially on the road, up 19 in the third quarter.
Well, isn't it not only a feather in your cap because you're willing to take the contact and you're not afraid of that aspect of the game, but also it is also a gold star because it's help side defense.
Without a doubt, you're on the help side, and let's be honest. I mean, anytime you do that, it gets everything going the other direction. It gets that whole momentum, that whole vibe. It gets it rolling.
Harris will play it off in the corner now to Avery Castleman. Avery was looking over her spacing. It wasn't good. I think Coach Smith knew that as well. And Shauna's going to call a timeout here and talk about it. 1:01 left to play in the third quarter. 36-17, a 30-second timeout as we step away here from Belleville on KINA.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Back to action here at Republic County High School. Castleman into the paint. She'll play it out to Maddie Harris. Harris on a drive and a leaner from 12. Maddie Harris will score. She has a half a dozen now.
And again, I think Maddie Harris just needs to be more selfish.
Yep.
Maddie Harris, we've talked about this for 3 years now, and Maddie's only a junior. She's the best athlete on the court 99% of the time. She's such a nice girl, so unselfish. You just want her to take over sometimes.
I will second that motion with just a little bit of brief history here, Tyler. You go back to a year ago. Carson Slazner was on the team. We know a lot of stuff ran through Carson. But against a very tough Hugoton team in the semifinal of the Sterling tournament, Maddie Harris had 17 points. She did not even shoot probably 5 times, it seemed like, and really didn't score until the fourth quarter against Hugoton this year. She needs to take more shots. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, she's such a weapon, and I think she knows that, but she also, I mean, she's trying, the offense is trying to run through her. Like, she does so many things defensively. You see right there, such a great play on the pick and roll, created a horrible shot, and she's trying to contribute. Turnover right there. Blocky foul. A lot went through Maddie Harris right there. It seems like once we start talking about her. But I think at times Maddie just needs to let the game come to her. I mean, needs to understand that go have fun.
And in Maddie's defense, we don't want to totally put the trash can lid on top of her because she does lead the team in assists in offense. She also leads the team in steals on defense. It's just we would like to see her score more because we're selfish, right? And we think it'd be better for the team.
Without a doubt, the whole offense goes through her. I think we've seen her in foul trouble a couple times. The offense kind of crumbles if she's not in there. But I think we want to see her attack more. We want to see her just be that, the athlete that she can be, and maybe put that other point guard, the other guard, in foul trouble just because they can't contain her.
2 free throws missed at the line by Republic County, and Southeast of Saline continues to cruise through the third quarter now at the end of 3. 38-17, Lady Trojans lead it going to the fourth and final quarter. We'll have it for you when we come back. Live stream video on SalinaPost.com along with the radio broadcast brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms.
Maybe you don't play quarterback or make the highlight reel. Maybe you're not a high school athlete anymore. But just like an athlete, you can get first-class orthopedic care from Salina Ortho. Their doctors and staff strive to get you back to an injury-free, pain-free life as quickly as possible. Salina Ortho has a doctor on call 24/7 for all orthopedic injuries. So next time you're injured, trust the experts at Salina Ortho. Your voice, your choice, past, present, and future. See them online at salinaortho.com.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Southeast starts out with the basketball. She misses a free throw line jumper, but then Lexi Jacobson picks it up off the floor and goes and scores a tougher shot on the left-hand side. Lexi right now leading all scorers with 15 points.
Is that Lexi in a microcosm right there? Like, has a wide open 15-footer, banks it off the board, and then just beats you to the offensive rebound. Finishes. A great job from Lexi.
She has been just a scoring machine as of late over about the last, including this one, 5 games.
And she just feasts. I mean, watch her defensively. Like, she's just waiting for a loose ball. There you go. Defensive rebound. She could just go.
A lot of times for rebounds, she's the only one jumping on the floor, and you can tell she is head and shoulders above everybody else. Here's Castleman. Now she swings it around. Getz wants a baseline drive. Now has to get her way back to the paint. Throws it up, and there's Lexi Jacobson on a glorified alley-oop. She'll put it in on the right-hand side. Nice little play there, crashing in and not giving up on that play.
Devin, Lexi gets a lot of her buckets because she does the stuff that nobody else wants to do. I mean, right there, it just crashes the offensive boards. Great defense from Abigail Pearson.
Jacobson with the rebound, leading a 3-on-3 break. She passes it up on the crease to the right-hand side, Castleman. Avery speeding towards the baseline. Will pull it back out. Now to Getz, now to Jacobson. Lexi can't get that shot to go. Pearson fighting for the rebound, hits the deck as she was taken out at the legs. 2 players hit the floor. Here comes Republic County with it. Hanson with it on the left-hand side. 18-foot jumper won't go down. Rebound being fought for. Goes off the shoulder of a Republic County player.
There you go.
And into the hands of Reagan Getz.
And as you see, immediately a run out. Looks like Reagan couldn't get the handle on the basketball, but Lexi just beats everybody down the court. She's in better shape. She's faster than everybody else out there, and that's why she scores so many points.
High post entry. Lexi Jacobson had 4 Republic County players around her at the free throw line. Plays out to Castleman now.
I know Lexi Jacobson is an extremely gifted pitcher. We see her get the ball in the post, goes up. She commits the foul after a shot, but she's a good pitcher. She does great things for the Southeast Saline softball team. But if you're telling me there's a better 400 meter runner than this girl. Can you imagine her? Like, I don't know if there's anybody tougher than her. You just shoot a gun and see if somebody can outrun her. Holy moly.
She has a machine. She's a little tired right now. She's going to go to the bench along with Castleman and also Potacek. Emma Zerflu checks back in, along with Addison Rohr. They'll be out there with Reagan Getz, Abba Pearson, and Maddie Harris. 5:45 left to go now in the fourth quarter. 42-17 is our score. 25-point advantage here for Southeast. 5:35 left to play. Here's a deflection by Pearson. It goes to the backcourt, but Republic County is there to save it. They'll play it back down to the middle of the floor. Back left now. Still man-to-man defense being applied here by Southeast of Saline. Pretty good defense, too. They've had a good night defensively. Got off to a slow start on offense, but their defense has been consistent, I think, all night long.
Yeah, the defense hasn't stalled. It hasn't stalled all year, has it? You know, I mean,
Yeah.
the two losses you look at weren't defense's fault. It's just every once in a while you stalled offensively, and that's going to be something that happens. If you play defense, you're going to find yourself in every single basketball game.
Well, and I go, too, with the strength of schedule that Southeast has played. They get a rebound here, and we'll go back the other way. Maddie Harris has it across the timeline to the right-hand side. Pearson now back to Harris. Harris goes to Pearson again on the right-hand side. Abba wants to drive. Comes to the baseline, and she'll be fouled. See if they call this a shooting foul, and they will, sending Abigail Pearson to the free throw line. She has not scored tonight. She's 0-1 from the line. So let's go over strength of schedule here. Recently it was Hugoton. It was Sterling. You have played Smoky Valley, who is good. You have played Heston. You've played Hillsboro. Let's see, who am I missing here? You've played 4A Abilene. Feels like I'm still missing somebody else on the girls' side that Shauna Smith's squad has played this year. But anyway, you go through all of that in your first few games, and you're giving up 36 points coming into tonight per contest. That's unreal.
It is. I mean, it means you're in every single basketball game. You give yourself a chance, and that's all you can ask for. I mean, I think sometimes we get jaded about what we want, the expectations from a team. I mean, obviously the expectations is Abba Pearson misses that second free throw. You want to go win a state title. You want to go undefeated because you think every time you walk into a gym you should win. But that's not reality.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't happen. But if you're only giving up 36 points a game, that gives yourself a chance. And there's nights that the ball doesn't go in the bucket, and you just deal with it, and you fight harder the next game. But that's the one thing we've always seen from, Shauna Smith coach teams. The defense is always there. And when the offense is there, that's just icing on the cake.
It's funny, though, like you said, we get jaded. What our minds get used to and how fast it gets used to it. Going through a football season this year with Mitch Gebhardt's squad, I've heard comments. I even thought myself a couple times, is this defense as good as the year before? Well, the year before they gave up 14 points. They literally gave up 2 touchdowns all season. It was a record-breaking year in Southeast history. They probably still have the best defense in the state this past season. But you can go back, you compare recent history, and you're like, I don't know. But the schedule changed, right? You're playing Rock Creek, you're playing teams like that are just high-flying offenses, and you're stepping up in competition.
Well, and I think, and I've heard this so many times, you can't chase ghosts. You can't compare ghosts. And I think that's one thing with, as you see a Maddie Harris turnover, looked like she was trying to lead Reagan Getz. I like the idea, just got to get Reagan out there. But that's something, I guess we'll get back to this after the full timeouts.
If it was a full timeout, we'll take it. 4:26 left to play. 43-18. Southeast of Saline in control in fourth quarter of the girls' game here on KINA.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
Hunters, not only can we fill up your tanks 24/7, but we've stocked ammo for your sporting needs. Our wide variety will get you stocked up. We have new orders coming every week. Whether it's opening day or to shoot clay, we've got what you're looking for. We have the largest selection of ammunition in southern Saline County. During regular business hours, you can get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough energy to win the day. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main, will fill you up.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Republic County with the basketball out of the timeout. 4:19 left to go. They'll dump it off in the corner for a three-pointer that is off the front of the rim, no good. Emily Hansen, who made the pass leading to the shot, comes out with the rebound. She'll play it now to Avery Stent, who is going to be fouled, says the baseline official, by Emma Zerflew.
And a lot of times you see a lot of bad luck fouls from players coming in the fourth quarter with the score this late. Didn't look like Emma looked like zero contact, but
Yeah.
Every once in a while, just if it looks like a foul, it's going to be a foul. But quickly to that point that we were talking about before the timeout, this NCAA league is way different. The landscape looks so much different than it looked like last year, 2 years ago, and 3 years ago. And so it's so easy to compare teams from the past of Southeast Saline. But what they're getting night in and night out from the NCAA league is only going to help them in the postseason. So you might not, we saw the 28-game winning streak come to an end. That doesn't mean anything bad about this team. It just means this league is so much tougher, and it just makes games like this way more competitive, way more fun.
Nice little bounce pass inside for Addison Rohr. She turned and got herself a little bit too far underneath the rim because of the defensive presence there. Southeast comes away empty. Now Republic County will try a three-pointer. That's no good. Sutton Douglas gets the rebound. She's fresh into the game for Southeast. Here comes Maddie Harris. 3:38 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a 23-point Southeast of Saline lead. 43-20 is our score. Harris with it now. Wanted to go left to Pearson, but Abba had already left that area. Now Avery Castleman comes out to aid. Skip pass over the top to Douglas. She'll take a couple of dribbles on the baseline. Now back out to Castleman. Castleman tried a hard bounce into the high post area for Pearson, and that one is taken away by Republic County, who will give it right back to Southeast of Saline.
Here's one of those tough times offensively. Like, you have a lead. There's 3 minutes to go. Like, you're still looking to score, but you have so many moving parts right now. I mean, you see players that haven't played with each other a lot. You just got to attack. You got to continue to play the game. Don't get into this lull of just running clock.
Southeast with it on their offensive end. Beautiful pass inside. Addison Rohr looking for Pearson. And Abba Pearson rises up and makes her first field goal of the night. She has 3.
Well, Devin, I think Abba Pearson's somebody that you got to get going if you're Shauna Smith. I mean, Abba Pearson she entered her high school career hot. As you see a big-time shot right there from Stent with another 3.
Avery Stent with the first field goal for Republic County in this fourth quarter. Republic County kind of hanging around at this deficit right now. It's about 20-25. Right now it is 22 points. Shot put up by Douglas is no good, and the rebound taken in by Republic County. And they'll race back the other way. 2:22 left to go. Here's Stent all the way to the rim. Try to finger roll, and Maddie Harris is going to take that rebound. Here comes Harris now leading a 2-on-1. Floater, right-hand side. That won't go. And now a rebound the other way by Avery Stent, who runs right into Maddie Harris, and a charging foul taken by Maddie Harris.
Devin, everything that you want to learn about Maddie Harris right there on that play. I think we saw her. She beat everybody down the court, and I think she thought that she should have thrown the ball to Abigail Pearson. She had a nice little bounce pass. Maddie went up, missed the shot. Who was the first person back? She somehow outraced everybody down, didn't feel sorry for herself. Great defensive positioning. I think we want more offensively out of Maddie Harris, but the leadership that she continues to show right there on a play like that is, I think, what kind of transcends her and what, makes her a leader on this team.
A charging foul that she just took from Avery Stent might have knocked the air out of her a little bit. She has Castleman bring the ball up the floor. Here's Avery now shooting a 3 from the baseline left-hand side. That's no good. Harris, though, with the rebound, will give it right back to Castleman on that same side. Here's Avery now driving. She'll go to Sutton Douglas. Douglas with the ball high. Now back out to Pearson for 3. That won't go down. Douglas, though, with the rebound. Took a power bounce off the deck, and she'll score. Sutton Douglas on the left-hand side of the basket.
Sutton Douglas, young, as a freshman, crafty offensively, has a couple moves in her arsenal that it's difficult. And she's a lefty, and I tell you what, every once in a while as a lefty, you get a couple of buckets because people forget you're left-handed.
She becomes the 7th Southeast of Saline player to score in this game. Now a foul on Maddie Harris. That will send a Republic County Buffalo to the free throw line for Maddie now. That is her 4th.
Well, now we see Sarah Feldman and Emma Zerflew in the lineup, and it looks like, so right now, Addison Rohr's your elder statesman, and by elder statesman, just with the most varsity minutes. So nothing but freshman and sophomore on the court right now for Southeast Saline.
Kurtzen at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Rosalie makes the first free throw. She's 2 out of 3 so far in this game. 71 seconds left to go. Stay tuned with us in postgame. We'll go over final numbers for you. Have a Vernon Jewelers gym of the game. Second free throw by Gertzen is good. So Rosalie Gertzen with 3 points off the free throw line. 47-25 is our score. Southeast of Saline looking to move on for their 10th win of the season. Pearson brings the ball up the floor. Now gets into the lane. Nearly lost it. She'll play it out to Feldman on the left-hand side. Now to Zerflu. Emma all the way to the baseline. Passes back to Rohr for a 12-foot jumper. That won't go. And the rebound taken in by Republic County. Jade Zollinger has the rebound. 47 seconds left to go. Here's Stent for a long three. That won't go. Rebound taken in by Feldman on the right block. 35 seconds left to play. Douglas, bounce pass inside. Rohr, turnaround shot. In and out, no good. Rebound being fought for it. It's going to be won by Republic County. Buffaloes come across the center court stripe with 24 seconds left to play. Back out here to Hanson. She has a runner from the free throw line, no good. Gets her rebound back. That's no good, but a backside rebound is up and in, and an and-one opportunity here coming up for Frankie Snap.
Is there a better name?
There's not.
There's not. That was so much fun to hear. I'm going to say it. Frankie Snap to the line for the and-one opportunity. That's good times. Devin, look at the score. Look at Republic County. If you look at their record, you wouldn't believe it. There's a different vibe in this gym right now than I think in years past. Like, this team can do some things. Like, they're going to be all right. They're going to be fine. Like you alluded to it earlier, and this is a team that's a long losing streak, but nobody's down. They're going to be all right.
Kylie Stone with the rebound. She was fouled. Now she will get 2 free throws. First one is up and good. 12 seconds left to go. That was Kylie Stone's first point of the evening. Second free throw for the Republic County freshman, also good.
2 nice strokes from Stone.
Yeah. 47-29. Here comes Zerflu across the center court stripe. She gets into the paint, little slide step. The official said she traveled with it. 5 turnovers here in the half for Southeast of Saline. Only had 8 turnovers in this game, Lady Trojans. 47-29. Here comes Republic County, and that'll be the end of the game. 47-29, the final score. Southeast of Saline gets the victory for the Lady Trojans and head coach Shauna Smith. That'll make it 2 in a row. After they took third place at the Sterling Invitational Tournament, overall now they are 10-2 and 3-1 in league play. Republic County now, they will see their record go to a 37-game losing streak, and they will go to 0-13. 47-29, our final. When we come back, we'll have a Vernon Jewelers gym of the game. Also have final numbers for you as we put a cap on this one. It's a Lady Trojan victory. As we go to postgame, it's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers after a Southeast of Saline victory, 47-29 here on KINA.
Winter travel can be treacherous if your tires are worn out. Stay safe with an inspection at Commercial Tire Company. Cold weather also drops the inflation in your tires. Get them checked today to avoid losing grip or damaging your tires. Commercial Tire will help keep you safe. For repairs that aren't tire-related, our automotive and diesel mechanics will fix it right the first time. Commercial Tire Centers, West Crawford and North 9th, Saline.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialists will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Insurance is something we all need in our business, home, car, and life. But do you really understand what's covered? And most importantly, what you are paying for? Hi, this is Rob Carlson of the Salina office of Smart Insurance. Change is good, especially if you haven't looked at your insurance policy lately. I can help you understand what you need and where the gaps are in your coverage. We provide free quotes and take pride in looking out for you. Smart Insurance, with locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Give us a call today.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipseed.com for more details.
Time now for the Trojan postgame show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Back here at Republic County High School. In between games, 47-29, Southeast of Saline's ladies get a victory. They're ranked 10th in the state of Kansas in Class 3A. This was a game that really had a tough time getting going here for Southeast of Saline. They led 7-6 at the end of the first quarter. This game was tied at 6 at one time, and then Republic County scores the first 2 points of the second quarter to take a 1-point lead. Then we were tied back again at 11. Then Southeast of Saline went on a run. It was a 16-1 run or a 14-0 run, depending on how you want to look at it, to close out the first half. Southeast won the first half 27-12, and then scored the first 7 points of the third quarter to make that run 21-0 over 2 quarters and really put this game away, taking a 22-point lead in the third quarter. That lead would reach as high as 26 points in the fourth quarter, and Southeast of Saline would go on to a 47-29 victory. Scoring in this game, leading all scorers. It continues for Lexi Jacobson tonight. She has 17 points to lead all scorers. The Southeast of Saline junior really has been on a great run here as of late. She was accompanied by Brielle Potachik with 8 points. 8 points also for Reagan Getz. 6 points for Maddie Harris in this game. Also 3 points for Abigail Pearson. 3 points for Avery Castleman. And 2 points for Sutton Douglas. For the Republic County Lady Buffs, in double digits, Avery Stitt had 13. 5 points for Emily Hansen. 4 points for Cadence Hinkie. 3 points for Rosalie Gertzen. 2 points for Dakota Peters. And 2 points for Frankie Snap. And 2 points for Kylie Stone. Was a bunch of free throws in this game. Southeast of Saline, 9 of 16 from the free throw line, while Republic County was 11 out of 17. Turnovers, again, a big story like they were at halftime. It did get cleaned up a little bit in the second half. Republic County only committed 10 turnovers in the second half, but they have 27 for the game, while Southeast of Saline only had 8 turnovers. 47-29, our final score. Those numbers brought to you by Citizen State Bank in downtown Gypsum. Bank where the Trojans bank, and that's in beautiful downtown Gypsum at Citizen State Bank. Time now for a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game. Tyler, I think we have to keep going with the hot hand here. It is offense, it is defense, it's getting out in transition, it's rebounding. Right now, Lexi Jacobson's playing at a high level. She leads all scorers tonight with 17 points. She is our Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game.
Yeah, Devin, I don't know what's going to happen and how teams, because film's got to start getting out, right? Like, how do you stop Lexi Jacobson? And I don't know how you do that, because a lot of her points don't come conventionally. You know, we see that she sometimes does it, you know, in the soft spot of the zone. And if you try to play Southeast Saline man-to-man, well, then others are going to feast. And then also Lexi's going to get points, you know, defensively, you know, from transition buckets that she just creates on her own defensive spots. So Lexi's going to be kind of that extender. She's going to be the one that creates other teams to do different things defensively. But yeah, I mean, right now Lexi's on a roll, and it's because, you know, we used to say this about her cousin Carson Schlesinger. We say, we have Carson Schlesinger, you don't. We have Lexi Jacobson, you don't. I don't know who can keep up with her. I don't know who's athletic enough in the league. And we didn't see it, you know, in this Sterling Invitational Tournament. I don't know how many players can keep up with her as long as she continues to find her shot. And she knows her zone. It's 10 to 15 feet and in. She attacks. She's muddy. As long as she continues to do that, good things are happening for Southeast Saline.
I have had this thought a couple times in my head over the last few games this season, especially for the Southeast of Saline girls, and that is we don't talk about their defense enough. You and I talked about it a little bit tonight, but you really don't notice the effectiveness of their defense until you put it in a quarter-by-quarter box score, right? So I'm sitting here putting it into a box score. Southeast gives up 6 points in the first quarter. They give up 6 points in the second quarter. They give up 5 points in the third quarter. And then at the fourth quarter, when things started going back and forth, a lot of people got in the game, 12 points. They only give up 29 points in this game, but 3 out of 4 quarters, it's 6 or less.
And I think you and I both know Shauna Smith well enough that she's never optimistic, right? She's always looking at the dreary side of her team, like, how do we make this happen, this happen, this happen? We're not scoring enough. We're not doing this enough. You're correct. You might not be. But defensively, you're always doing it. And that's what's always going to lead you to those games. When we talk about it, it's a Tuesday night in Belleville. There's not a lot of people that want to be here. You know, it snows every single year. You got to figure out a way to win games on the road, and you continue to do that, good things are going to happen.
There was snow on the ground from the weekend, but that did not prevent Southeast of Saline from getting their 10th win on the girls' side, 47-29 tonight over the Republic County Buffaloes. We'll switch gears now, go to the guys' game. Southeast of Saline with a big victory here on the girls' side. We'll see if the guys can make it a clean sweep tonight for SES. For my friend Tyler Smith, I'm Devin Haney. Stay with us while the guys' action coming up next with Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by L&L Advisors as we get ready for Southeast of Saline and Republic County here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Hi, everyone. It's Winnell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season, and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country. One call to me, and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
Bryson Flax joins us now as we get a chance to flash back and talk a little Southeast of Saline guys basketball. Coach, we didn't have a chance to talk after the championship game down at the Sterling tournament. Now that you've had a chance to reflect on that, I came away from that and just my thoughts, and they don't matter much, but Hugotson's really good, first of all. Second of all, though, we've kind of seen this little trend going on. It's typical mid-season stuff, I think, with the girls and the guys from Southeast. Just some tough shooting games that you have to overcome. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you know, with the exception of probably 4 possessions out of the entire game, we were pretty good defensively. We really were. I thought we did an okay job of matching physicality. They were physical with us, and we did an okay job. The thing that stuck out the most to me is, you know, number one, Luke Gebhardt didn't shoot enough. You know, Casey Lilly didn't get enough off. And with that, a lot led to, you know, Eli taking a lot of shots, Nakari taking a lot of shots, which is good. We need him to take shots, but we need that third or fourth piece to join him. You know what I mean? And be able to, you know, because everybody else makes things easier on Eli and Nakari, and likewise, Eli and Nakari make things easier for other people. We just got to, you know, tune it up a little bit.
It's always a really, really good thing having 2 outstanding basketball players, and that's what Eli Sawyers and Nakari Merkel-Palmer are for you. But as you said, it's more of a group effort because we saw Eli have to string together some of his best scoring games in a row. We saw Nakari string together some of his best games in a row. But still, when you play a team like Hugoton, that's just not enough. I remember last year at that tournament, Luke Gebhardt finally started coming around from football season. He really started to be engaged. I remember Drew Richardson a year ago in that tournament hitting a bunch of big shots for you. Those components just weren't there this year, were they?
Yeah, they weren't, and truthfully, they've done that a little earlier than they did last year. Yeah. But it's got to be consistent, you know, and it doesn't have to be the same guy. It's got to be somebody, you know. But I feel like we had one of our best practices, you know, yesterday. We actually really got after it for a while, and the guys seemed to be grounded a little bit, which I think you hate to say a loss is a good thing, but we were feeling really good about ourselves, and so it's kind of nice to be humbled a little bit and regain that hunger, hopefully.
Overall in the tournament with the 3-game cluster in that week, how do you feel like you played? You came away with second in a very, very tough tournament.
Yeah, anytime you can get 2 is a good thing, and so I was pleased with the way we competed. Again, Hugoton's got, when you talk about good high school shooters, and then, shooters that I would consider college-level shooters. They have 2 college-level shooters where they don't have to have their feet set. They can catch it from any angle. They can do a lot of different things and hit contested shots there a lot, and they just rose up over the top of us and knocked them down, but as a tournament as a whole, I thought we competed. I thought we played hard. We're still trending in the right direction.
After the tournament now, you kind of refocus, don't you? You kind of hit the reset button a little bit. And this cluster of games coming up, a couple of big league games for you. It's never really easy to play in this gym, it seems like, in Republic County here in Belleville. But you have that. Then you go home for an Ellsworth squad that's playing really well, it seems like, this season. Then you step out of league again a week from tonight, and you play Chapman in Class 4A. So these next 3 games, again, kind of in the heart of our season right now. You have a great story. You told me a little bit via text about this gym when you were in school at Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, we were top 2 or 3 in the state. I think I don't know what it was at that time, something like 12, 13, 14-0, just coming off an SIT championship where we beat Smoky Valley, Salina South, and Salina Central.
Wow.
And we come in here and they take us to 4 overtimes and end up getting us for our first loss of the season. And that was an interesting night. It's one of those things where they start hitting some threes and the crowd starts getting into it. And don't get me wrong, they were good and the place was packed. They start hitting some threes. They're never out of it because the crowd's going to try and keep them in it.
It's a quick turnaround, it seems like, from the Sterling tournament and what we put in last week and that type of work. Now we turn around, we're back on the road, over an hour trip to get here to Belleville. What's your biggest concern with the guys tonight? Is it still fatigue a little bit from that tournament? How do you overcome that?
Yeah, I don't know if it's fatigue. I think it's more, not looking at Republic County and what other teams have done to that, and more focus on how can we continue to take steps in the right direction. Yesterday we saw some things on film throughout the weekend or throughout last week that I didn't like seeing, and we hashed them out yesterday, specifically on the defensive end, and hopefully, that's what I'm looking for, is hopefully that's much improved because they're all capable. They've all done it before. We just need to get back to doing it consistently.
Looking forward to it. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks, Devin.
Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys will have the second part of our doubleheader coming up here later today, and you will see a different look for Southeast of Saline if you tune in on live stream video on SalinaPost.com. Brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms, free of charge.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
Kansas Wesleyan University is proud to offer bachelor's degrees in criminal justice and emergency management, with both programs available on campus and online. Graduates have gone on to positions in the Secret Service, various police departments, the Kansas Court of Appeals, and to serve as county officials right here in the Sunflower State. Want to know more? Visit kwu.edu today. That's kwu.edu.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Our physicians include sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with orthopedic surgeons Drs. Travis Rump and Todd Riley, plus an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists. We're ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Citizens State Bank has been serving Kansans for over 100 years. We are a full-service bank that can service your personal, business, and agricultural lending and deposit needs. Citizens State Bank offers 24/7 convenience with mobile deposit, online banking, and our ATM conveniently located in front of the building. Stop by and see our friendly and helpful staff. Citizens State Bank at 600 Maple Street in Gypsum, Kansas. Citizens State Bank and Trust Company is a proud supporter of the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
APAC Kansas Incorporated has been building the heartland from the ground up for over a century. From the supply of aggregate materials, hot mix asphalt, and concrete to the construction of roads and bridges, we do it all. You've seen our trucks, and now we want to hire you. APAC in Saline is growing, and we are hiring for all positions. From truck drivers to mechanics, general laborers, and construction, APAC has your next career. For more details, visit the job links page at salinapost.com. Great pay and benefits, APAC is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Tammy Bedreau at the Bank of Tesket. If you're looking to purchase your new home in the near future, I want you to know we offer a variety of loan options to finance your home purchase. I would love an opportunity to be your lender. Give me a call or stop in today to learn more. We are local lenders making local decisions. The Bank of Tesket, committed to those we serve. MLS number 712440. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on t-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to Full Service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
Start the new year with a new ride from Home Automotive. Hi, this is Tim Holmes. Right now is a perfect time for you to come see us and start 2023 with a new vehicle. We have the biggest selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and Chevrolets, with more vehicles arriving every day. With Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Home Automotive, you'll know that you'll get the most for your trade. Get out of your old ride and into a new one for the new year. Come to Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina. You'll be glad you did.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here in a very loud Belleville High School because of the band. Here at Republic County High School, I should say, in Belleville. Devin Haney along with Francis Flax, and we have turned the corner looking ahead to our guys contest tonight. If you missed it earlier, Southeast of Saline's ladies got the victory 47-29. They are now 10-2 on the season. Southeast of Saline coming off of a championship appearance at the Sterling Invitational Tournament. They lost to a very good Hugoton team, 55-47. They will take the court tonight here in Republic County against a 3-9 Buffalo squad. Let's go over starters for the Republic County Buffaloes. Nick Yunker is a third-year head coach. He will start 5'10 freshman Connor Martin. Martin averages 4 points, 3 rebounds a game. Sam Tuman is a 6'3 senior. He averages 11.5 points per game, also 7 rebounds. Maddox Simpson, a 5'9 senior, 3 points, 2 rebounds a game. Colin Dahl, a 5'10 senior, averages 4 points, 2 rebounds a game. And Trey Melton, arguably Belleville's best player, 6'1 senior, averages 14 points a game, 5 rebounds, and a steal. He had a career high of 27 points earlier this month against Smith Center. So it's Martin, Tuman, Simpson, Dahl, and Melton for Republic County under the direction of Nick Yunker in his third year. Bryson Flax is the head coach of Southeast of Saline's Trojans in his 5th season. He will start. Eli Sawyers, a 6'5 senior, averaging 18.5 points per game, also 6.5 rebounds and 2 assists. Nakari Miracle Palmer, a 6'3 senior, 14.5 points per game, 9.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists. Nakari leads the team in rebounds and assists. Drake Augustine leads the team in steals. The 5'10 senior gets 7 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the 4th senior in the starting lineup, Luke Gebhardt, the 6'1 senior, averages 7.5 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists. And the lone junior in the starters, Daniel Kerr, a 6'1 junior, averages 3.5 points per game, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Bryson Flax is assisted by Trent Douglas and also Joe Ross. When we look at this matchup, it's been a short weekend, Coach, when you go from burning up the highway, going to Sterling for 3 nights of basketball, and then you have a weekend, and then you turn around here, you're back on the road for a trip that's an hour plus to Belleville to take on Republic County back into league play. What are your new Image Audio keys to success tonight for the Trojans?
Well,
This is obviously a bounce-back game for us. And the thing about it is, you look at both teams physically, we look like the better team, but, that doesn't mean anything. You have to play like the better team. I think the key to success tonight for us is to take control early in the game, establish dominance, and just keep the pedal on the metal. I think it's a chance for some younger guys to get to see more court action tonight, not taking away anything from Belleville, because out of 12 people on their roster, 6 of them are seniors.
Yes.
So, the Trojans they're a good basketball team. There's no question about it. Republic County's been down for a couple of years, but what do they have to lose?
Southeast of Saline. I think also Bryson Flax would like to see him get more into that group effort. Eli Sawyers and Akari Morrico-Palmer, they were sensational in the Sterling tournament, but you look at the championship game, they only have 4 guys score. That's not typical of what Southeast of Saline does throughout the season. It's more of a group effort for these Trojans on the offense.
We didn't get balanced scoring like we're accustomed to in the Sterling tournament. Some of our players that we count on to get 10, 12 a game didn't shoot the ball very much. And we need to have that balance headed down the stretch of this season. I told you the other night, this is a 3-phase season. We're beginning phase 2 tonight.
Southeast of Saline, if you view it on live stream video on SalinaPost.com, free of charge, brought to you by Phillips Seed Farms, you will see that they're in brand new alternate unis tonight. They are wearing what is comparable to the K-State throwback Lavenders. Southeast of Saline debuting those for the first time this season. And again, you can see that on live stream video paired with the radio broadcast, brought to you by our friends at Phillips Seed Farms. They have a big Whitetail Summit coming up at Tony's Pizza Event Center in February. Regardless of what the date is in February, you need to be registered by January 31st. Go to Phillips Seed Farms on Facebook or Phillips Seed Farms online to get registered for that event. Again, deadline to register is January 31st. Eli Sawyers will step into the center circle. He will jump it up to start this game against Sam Tooman. As the official enters, and Sawyers will win the tip. Back into the backcourt to Daniel Kerr. Kerr will come across and hand off now to Drake Augustine. Man-to-man defense being applied here on the first possession by the Republic County Buffs. Playing here on their home floor in Belleville. Nakari Morrico-Palmer lost the basketball, then got it back. Plays it into the corner to Luke Gebhardt. Over to Kerr. Now back to Gebhardt between the circles. Here's Luke on a drive. Being hounded defensively there by Trey Melton. That'll be a fun matchup to watch tonight. There's Sawyers with a spin move. He gets into the paint. They're going to say he carried the basketball on the spin, and a traveling violation will be given to Eli Sawyers.
Well, that's what the referee saw, but it was a very, very nice move into the lane. Went to his left, laid it up and in. Tough call, but a good call probably.
Now Southeast, man-to-man defensively as they go to their end of the floor to play defense. Republic County nearly has it stripped away, and they're going to lose the basketball. Luke Gebhardt hounding Melton over on the far sideline as we view it here at Republic County High School. Is run in front of the scorer's table, and each team has turned it over on their first possession of the night. Augustine with it across the timeline. Now a lob pass. Mid-lane to Sawyers. He had the ball stripped away, but it ends up with Gebhardt, and Luke all the way to the rack on the right-hand side scores. Luke Gebhardt gets the first 2 of the game. Southeast of Saline leads it early on.
Yeah, and Luke is one of our keys to success. He's got to get in this game. He was kind of absent for a couple quarters of that game against Hugoton the other night.
There's a pass to the right, now down to the baseline, and a foul that will be called on Drake Augustine. They snapped that ball around. Did the Buffaloes ended up pretty quickly to Aiden Morris. That was Colin Dahl down on the baseline, and the foul against Augustine is their first foul of the game.
Well, one thing about it, we can't take chances early. We've got to play good, solid, basic, fundamental defense.
With the basketball off the inbounds, Simpson has it. He drives all the way up to the center court stripe. Now Gebhardt trying to get the basketball away from Melton, and that ball is going to be on the deck, and a foul will be called against Luke Gebhardt. Bryson Flax, head coach for Southeast, looking at the official, not pleased with that with his arms folded. Doesn't say anything, but he better get used to it because there's a lot of those little breathing and touch fouls that we had during the girls' game. And, of course, the same officiating crew here. It will be officiated very tight. Here's a three-pointer on a kick out for Republic County. That's no good. Here's the run out for Southeast. Nakari Moracle-Palmer in the middle of the floor. Now he'll play it right to Augustine. Little head and shoulder fake for Drake, and he will be fouled going to the basket on the right-hand side. Free throws coming up for Drake Augustine.
Yeah, Drake did a very good job. He got the ball, faked his shot, and looked like he was going to take a step towards the free throw line, and he just drove baseline and put up a good running shot.
Aiden Morris on the foul, the 6'2 sophomore. Augustine makes the first free throw. Second free throw on the way, also good for Drake Augustine. Southeast out to an early 4-0 lead. Melton and Gebhardt again in the backcourt dancing. Here comes Augustine on a quick run and jump. Now Southeast out of shape a little bit defensively, but a deflection by Sawyers, and it goes off a Buffalo out of bounds. Southeast gets away with that, and 2 turnovers here early on for Republic County. 2 minutes in, 4-0. Southeast of Saline with the lead. The Trojans also have the basketball. Augustine with it. To the left now to Kerr. Kerr inside, wide open Gebhardt. Melton gets their leg. Gebhardt misses the shot. A little bit of a deflection there by Trey Melton, and a foul on the rebound whistled against Gebhardt. Nope, they're going to say it's Daniel Kerr, which is good. That would have been Luke's second. So Danny picks up his first foul.
Well, that's a shot that Luke wished he had back. He rushed it a little bit.
They did give it to Luke. Jeez. Okay. 2 fouls for Luke Gebhardt. Luke stays on the floor here. 4-0, Southeast of Saline. Bryson Flax leans down, says something into the ear of Trent Douglas. Now a three-pointer let go by Republic County. Get a long rebound. Here's a run out. Sawyers up the floor. Augustine wide open on the right-hand side. Good look there. Started with Nakari, but then went through Eli Sawyers and ended up with Augustine for 2.
Yeah, beautiful 3-pass, fast break layup.
Sometimes your best fast breaks, the ball never hits the floor, right?
That's very true.
Public County with it now. They're throwing wild passes in their offense. Melton has to sail out and leave this one inbounds. He gets it now, still hounded by Gebhardt with 2 fouls. And here's a strip by Luke. Eli Sawyers brings it away, and it's showtime in Belleville. Eli Sawyers goes in with a one-hand jam. 8-0 our score. Southeast sprinting out to a big lead. Not even halfway through the first period. Here's a drive and a strip. Daniel Kerr takes it away. 5 turnovers for Republic County. Augustine again on the right-hand side. That won't go. Drake trying to get the rebound, and they're going to say it's off a Southeast player, and we'll go over to Republic County here. Kason Lilly checks into the game. He will replace Gebhardt with those 2 early fouls.
You know, Devin, I kind of like those uniforms.
They look good, don't they? I know it all comes down to money, especially at the high school level, but I am a firm believer that every team should have an alternate color. You need that third jersey sometimes. Gets a little boring with your white and your darks, doesn't it? Here's a skip pass now over the top of the defense. Eli Sawyers will take it away. He was fouled, but will play through it. Sawyers all the way to the cup. And a right-handed layup around the defender's hand on the left-hand side of the basket. Sawyers has 4, and Southeast has got out to a 10-0 lead. That'll prompt a Republic County timeout. It's a full timeout for the Buffaloes as we're halfway through the first quarter. 10-0, Southeast of Saline here on KINA.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
If you came across a child struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them?
By their clothes,
their age, the way they speak.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America. 200 food banks strong.
The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones, so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at SalinaPaintballComplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Out of the timeout, full court pressure here for Southeast of Saline. Just a little token pressure as they tried to deny the inbounds pass. Now they'll back off into a man-to-man. Loose ball taken away. Sawyers. Augustine back up the floor to Sawyers for his second kind of dunk of the first quarter. Eli lost grips of that one going up, but he was still able to put the ball in the hole. 12-0, Southeast of Saline. Here's another turnover. Kason Lilly takes it. Here's Nakari for a two-hand jam. Nakari trying to rip the rim off here in Belleville. 14-0. And right now, Southeast living on defense as they get an offensive foul out of Trey Melton, who tried to push Drake Augustine away. 8 turnovers now, as we include that offensive foul against Republic County.
And I think Southeast only has one, maybe?
One, yep. Augustine up top, goes right wing now to Sawyers, now to Nakari, fadeaway 17-footer is in. 4 points for Nakari Moracle-Palmer. 3 different Trojans have 4 points to start this game. Also have Gebhardt in there with 2. There's a shot now put up by Trey Melton. That's good. First 2-pointer of the game for Southeast as they started out 16-0. Foul here against Republic County will send Drake Augustine back to the free throw line. Drake's first free throw up and good. So far in this game, he has 5. Second free throw. Gets the front of the rim, but rolls home. And Drake Augustine to start this game, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Now here comes some of the guys off the bench. Caden Isaacson has checked in along with Jake Gebhardt and Drew Richardson. They will join Kason Lilly, who was already on the floor, and Nakari Moracle-Palmer. 18-2, Southeast of Saline. 3 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Republic County with the basketball on their offensive end. Melton with a three-pointer. That's no good. Nakari with the rebound. Here comes Moracle-Palmer. Long pass up the floor to Richardson. Drew all the way to the cup. His layup crawls around the rim and goes home. Drew Richardson with his first basket of the night. Public County now, they are going to be fouled on their offensive end as Aiden Morris threw a head and shoulder fake. Got a Trojan off the ground. And now he will get free throws out of it. Each team about even here on fouls. 4 for Southeast, 3 for Republic County. This foul for Southeast of Saline will go against Drew Richardson. That's his first. 20-2, our score. Free throw for Republic County's Aiden Morris crawls around, and it's no good. Second free throw for Morris on the way. Too strong, no good. Jake Gebhardt will run down the rebound in front of the Southeast of Saline bench. Kason Lilly on the left-hand side, now to Nakari. Moracle-Palmer reading the defense here. Wants to dump it off down low in the block to Jake Gebhardt. Now Jake kicks it out to Isaacson. Here's Lilly. Now Nakari wide open for 3. That one too strong, and it goes up, hits the basket support wire. Nearly lodges behind the backboard, and these old-style baskets here in Belleville, we might have had to break out the ladder, the broomstick, and also the mop to get that one out, but It falls out.
It fell out of there. You know, this is a nostalgic gym.
Yeah, it is.
I love it, man. I'd hate to have to play a championship game here, though.
Of course, Republic County down, both boys and girls. We talked about the big losing streak on the girls' side. The boys struggling this year, but yeah, when this gym is full and the band's going full, I mean, it is a rocking gymnasium. There's no doubt about that. 2 minutes left to go here, first quarter. Southeast of Saline leads it by 18. Kason Lilly from the right wing. His three-pointer won't go down. He got hit in the midsection, it looked like. The referee didn't see it on that shot attempt. Now he's trying to shake that off.
You know, Devin, later I'll tell you about a night in this gym several years ago when the current coach at Southeast was playing in here.
We talked about that a little bit in pregame. He told me it was a 4 overtime burner. Here's a foul now in full court defense for Southeast of Saline as Luke Gebhardt has just checked into the game, and he got another foul. 3 fouls here in the first quarter for Luke.
Well, he's not going to break out of his slump tonight, it doesn't look like.
He's going to stay on the floor here.
And he should. We ought to leave him on there for a while.
Yep. Inside, here is a foul for Southeast of Saline. I think Caden Isaacson will get this one. And at this point, the Southeast players kind of throwing their hands up to the bench, wanting to know what they're doing wrong. And, I mean, this is the way this officiating crew officiated the girls' game. And you're coming out of a Sterling tournament that was officiated like a JUCO game.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, but you have to make those adjustments. And, you know, you don't get the same bodies in those striped shirts every night.
16 fouls for Southeast of Saline at the free throw line. Sam Tooman with the first free throw. Second free throw from the southpaw, also good. Public County now 20-4, our score. Jake and Luke Gebhardt both out there. Case and Lilly has it down low. Low nook pass backside. Isaacson has a shot blocked, and now the ball out of bounds will stay here with Southeast of Saline. Isaacson tried to get it away before Colin Dahl came flying in, but Dahl was able to get enough of that ball to knock it off its path. 1:23 left to go first quarter.
It was a nice look by Kaysen on that.
Jake Gebhardt missed his first jumper from the free throw line, then follows it in, and Jake will have his first basket of the night. The sixth Southeast of Saline player to score. Back to an 18-point advantage, for Southeast. 22-4. 1:05 left to play here first quarter. Here's a shot mid-lane. Up and good for Republic County. That's Colin and Dahl. Good defense there by Jake Gebhardt. Ball just went in over his hand. Caden Isaacson now has it at the center court stripe. Looking for Case and Lilly. Now he goes to Jake Gebhardt. Off to Drew Richardson. Now Lilly on the right-hand side. Case in a little step back, long two-pointer. That won't go. High bounce off the back of the rim. And the rebound taken in by Sam Tooman for Republic County. 33 seconds left to go here before the end of the first. Here's Melton up the floor. He'll get rid of it now to Morris. Morris looking to go backdoor maybe to Maddox Simpson, and that ball is out of bounds. 9 turnovers now for Republic County. Drake Augustine checks back into the game. He will replace Luke Gebhardt with 23 seconds left in the quarter. Southeast up the floor. Augustine floats off to the right-hand side. Now comes back left. Thought he was going to use a screen from Isaacson, but then he ends up handing it off to Caden at the last minute. Clock down to 11. Now Richardson has it. Top of the circle, Augustine. Big bounce in, down low, short corner to Isaacson. Caden leaves it back into Augustine. Drake can't get it to go. Still battling it around. The buzzer will sound as nobody has possession, and that is the end of the first quarter. Good start here for Southeast of Saline on the road. At the end of one, they lead Republic County 22-6 as you listen to Trojan basketball and watch it on SalinaPost.com. Thanks to Phillips Seed Farms.
When does normal acute pain become abnormal chronic pain? Chronic pain can be one of 2 types, nociceptive and neuropathic. Each type differs based on what causes it, what it feels like, and what treatments may relieve it. Neuropathic pain can often be managed by a therapy called neurostimulation or spinal cord stimulation. If you suffer from chronic pain, ask your primary care physician for a referral to the Salina Pain Clinic. Our pain specialist will discuss the right options to manage your pain. Online at salinapainclinic.org.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipseed.com for more details.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
8 minutes to go here as we start second quarter action. Welcome back to Belleville. Devin Haney, also Francis Flax here. Live stream video on SalinaPost.com and the broadcast here on KINA. Thanks for joining us. Trojans lead at 22-6 on defense. Public County coming into this game 3-9 on the season. Of course, Southeast of Saline coming off their first loss of the season. They are 10-1. There's a shot put up by the Buffaloes. That's an air ball. Kason Lilly brings it away. Starts transition for Southeast of Saline, and then Drake Augustine is fouled. It will be the 4th team foul against Republic County. Southeast will inbound on their own baseline. That foul against Colin Dahl. is his first. Augustine will be the inbounder. Everybody flattened out near and around the block area, out to the corners. Augustine gets the handoff from Jake Gebhardt, pushed in the back, and he's going to finish anyway. Drake Augustine has the ball crawl over the front of the rim, and he will have an and one opportunity now with 8 points.
You like to score off of those out-of-bounds plays. I know that's a big part of Southeast philosophy.
24-6. Augustine trying to make it 25. That free throw off the back of the rim, no good. It's batted out, though, into the hands of Richardson. Now back to Augustine. Drew Richardson will try a three from the left-hand side. No good. And the rebound taken in by Republic County. 24-6. Southeast of Saline has been really good defensively here early on. Here's a pass inside. Now a steal taken away. Trying to go across the lane that time were the Buffaloes. Drew Richardson with the steal. In transition, he'll try a three. That won't go too strong. Casey Lilly fighting for the rebound. Ball pops up in the air. It's going to be tapped to Richardson. Now he loses the ball. Trey Melton dives on the court, and a timeout will be taken here by Republic County. 6:52 left to go. Here's second quarter, 24-6. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll step away here on KINA.
Troublesome car repair and everyone has told you it cannot be fixed or it's way too expensive? Try McKim Auto Service in Gypsum, Kansas. They do quick, dependable work and provide the lowest hourly rate in the area. McKim Auto will service your vehicle from front to back and everything in between. They treat you and your car like a friend or even family. McKim Service specializes in engine and transmission rebuild. 701 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Wouldn't trust anyone else with my family car. So, if your repair seems grim, remember McKim. Give them a call today to make your appointment.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
Just under 7 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Southeast of Saline leading 24-6 over the Buffaloes from Republic County. Drake Augustine with a steal in the backcourt, stripped Melton. Now he has a pump fake, and his shot will not go, but Trey Melton fouled him. That'll be number 2 for Trey, and 2 more free throws coming up for Drake Augustine. So far on the evening, Augustine has shot 5 free throws. He's 4 out of 5.
Drake's been waiting for that right there. That little kind of a lazy out front crossover, and he just took it right away from him.
First free throw is up, no good for Augustine after making his first 4. Now he has missed 2 in a row. A turnover for Republic County. It's number 11 so far in this first half. Second free throw by Augustine. He gets that one to go. 9 points so far for Drake. Here comes Melton up the floor, pushing Augustine with his left hip as he comes across the timeline. Now he unloads it, and a drive to the paint. They'll flip it out for a three-pointer. Too strong, no good. Nakari Morical-Palmer gets the rebound. He is back in there along with Daniel Kerr. Eli Sawyers. Here's Kerr on a secondary 3, running the late break, and Kerr will splash it home.
Good to see that, too. Secondary break, he was right there. Nobody around him, took his time, let it fly.
Danny becomes the 8th Southeast player to score in this game. Up to a 22-point lead for Southeast. Now a block at the rim by Daniel Kerr. The ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Republic County. And Daniel Kerr with a big smile on his face, elevating for the block.
Well, I tell you what, he looks like he's having fun tonight.
Yeah.
Body language says a lot sometimes.
Really does. And again, I say this with all due respect to Republic County, but you went through a gauntlet in Sterling. You played really good basketball teams. That's a lot of pressure coming with that, so it's good to kind of get back into gear here, settle back into league play. You're going to have a big week. Your next 3 games are this one here tonight. Ellsworth, who's playing well, they come in at home on Friday, and then you go on the road for a 4A matchup with Chapman a week from tonight. Here's an alley-oop for Kason Lilly to Nakari Morical-Palmer.
Right, here's where we need that instant replay, Devin, to show everybody that.
Yes, sir. They can rewind on YouTube. There's no doubt about that. 30-6 now the score. That was a highlight reel there for Southeast. 3-pointer now by Republic County is up and good from the corner. That one comes out of the hands of Aiden Morris. First basket of the quarter for Republic County. Down deep here, Sawyers. He turns and is fouled. Colin Dahl there with the hack, and Eli Sawyers now will visit the free throw line.
You know what I like about Eli tonight? He's posting up right there in the center of the lane, 8 feet away from the bucket. He can go right, he can go left, and they can't stop him either way. They have to foul him.
Sawyer's at the free throw line, makes the first free throw. He has 7 now in this game. Southeast of Saline had built their lead to 22 before that three-pointer by Aiden Morris on the last trip for Republic County. Sawyer's second free throw. That one high off the back of the rim, and it comes up no good. 31-9, Republic County. Long pass underneath the rim. Little hesitation there, though, and Republic County is going to get caught stepping out of bounds with the basketball. They'll turn it over for the 12th time in the half. 5:17 left to go before the break. We'll talk to Shauna Smith at halftime about Big Lady Trojan victory earlier tonight, 47-29. Southeast of Saline's girls had a 21-0 run in that game, sparked by their defense. There's a bunch of fancy passing by Southeast up Saline. Ends up with Drake Augustine. He's going to go back to the free throw line.
Got to see Drake finish those. He knows he's going to get fouled. He might as well just hold it a little bit and then put it up after the contact.
Yes, sir. 9 points so far for Drake. A couple of free throws here. First one is on its way, and it is rattling out, but hit the backboard and then went in. Maddox Simpson guilty of that foul for Republic County. That is his second. Republic County has 18 fouls. Still with 5 minutes left to play here in the first half. Second free throw by Drake Augustine is up and good. 11 points for Drake Augustine. 33-9 is our score. They have Melton bottled up in the backcourt. Nearly threw the ball away. And now Luke Gebhardt will take it away for Southeast of Saline. Up the floor, Nakari. Tried to bounce it down low. He does so to Augustine along the baseline. Now back out to Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Approaching the halfway mark of the second quarter. Lob pass inside, low block to Gebhardt. Luke will flip it back to Sawyers for a fadeaway 16-footer. That's good. 9 points early on for Eli Sawyers. 35-9 is the score. Ball on the floor. Now it's going to be picked up. Republic County retains it, and a block by Sawyers down low, and they're going to call a foul on that.
Could have went either way, I think. I mean, he was up there. He might have got him with, might have got his hand when he swiped through. I don't know. I know he made a nice block.
First foul of the game for Eli Sawyers. 2 free throws coming up for Republic County. The first one misses from Tuman. He is 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Second free throw in the cup. 3 points now for Sam Tuman, all of those from the free throw line. Republic County now trailing 35-10, 4:20 left to go. Here's Nakari Morkel-Palmer driving in, collecting everybody on defense. Now he plays it out to Gebhardt. Luke with the drive and the kiss off the window. Luke Gebhardt has 4.
You know, his brother put a patent on that move right there, and he took good pictures of it, I think, because that's exactly the same thing that his brother used to do.
37-10. Jackson Gebhardt was a magician on the baseline. Here is a spin move now by Republic County, and another foul called against Southeast of Saline. This will be the second one on Daniel Kerr, and a 1-and-1 opportunity coming up here for Republic County.
Yeah, Danny got a little aggressive with him right there on the sideline. I think if he'd have backed off, the kid might have stepped out of bounds.
To the free throw line now, Aiden Morris hit a three-pointer in the second quarter. That's the only field goal for Republic County in this quarter. And now they're going to call a foul on the rebound. We saw a cluster of these in the girls' game as well. That will go to the other end and shoot more free throws without the clock running.
You know, getting to the girls' game, you got to give Republic County credit, though. Remember last year, they had 6 girls on the entire squad, couldn't score. At least they made some baskets tonight.
Yeah, those girls' games last year were 50-point games. I mean, one was 50, one was 40. They fought and clawed, and they're pretty good tonight. I was impressed by their effort. This program just going through some rough times right now. Front end of the 1-and-1 missed there by Eli Sawyers. And Republic County has the basketball. 3:39 left to go before halftime. 37-10. Buffaloes with the ball. It's Augustine, Sawyers, Gebhardt, Luke, Nakari Morkel-Palmer, and Daniel Kerr. Southeast playing really good defense here in this first half. Here's Melton. Jumps up for the 16-footer. That won't go. Kerr with the rebound on the backside, but he's knocked down, and a 1-and-1 opportunity coming the other way for Daniel Kerr. Actually, this will be a double bonus. 10 fouls now for Republic County. This one on Maddox Simpson is his third. So 2 free throws coming up for Daniel Kerr. Hit a 3-pointer in this quarter. First free throw is no good. Bryson Flax will take everybody out of the game here, except, of course, the shooter and also Nakari Morrickle-Palmer. Back into the game, Caden Isaacson, Jake Gebhardt, Drew Richardson. Kerr will come out if he makes his free throw. Kerr's free throw won't go. Here's a steal, though, on the rebound by Caden Isaacson. He'll play it to Nakari Morrickle-Palmer. Now back out to Kerr for 3. That won't go. And a rebound taken in by the Buffs, Connor Martin. 3:04 left to go here in the second quarter. Back the other way, Melton with a pass down to the corner for a 3-pointer. That's no good for Republic County, and Daniel Kerr with another rebound. Here comes Kerr up the floor. Looking right the whole way. Now he comes back left to Jake Gebhardt. Nakari has it middle of the floor. Man-to-man defense still being applied here by Republic County. Here's Drew Richardson for 3, and he splashes it home. Drew Richardson gets a 3-pointer. 5 points for Drew.
Well, I hope these so-called subs get a lot of confidence, in a game like this and will carry it on. We're going to need that the rest of the year.
Wild shot by Republic County. Southeast of Saline now on a good break. Caden Isaacson leading the break, and he bounced one across the lane to Jake Gebhardt, and they're going to get Caden on a player control foul as he knocked down himself and somebody else.
Well, if they would have had the little, whatever you call it, the little arc under the basket.
Yes, yeah.
That would have been a block.
Yes, it would have. 40-10. Southeast of Saline leads it. Here's a steal by Nakari. Now he wants to turn it up the floor. Has 2 guys running with him. Nakari getting pushed all the way to the rim. Still doesn't matter. He's going to make the lay-in on the left-hand side. 8 points for Nakari Morrickle-Palmer. That was turnover 15 for Republic County. Melton has it, 4 feet behind the 3-point line. That's no good. Nakari with another rebound. 1:51 to play here before the break. Get numbers from the first half. We'll look at scores on the Bennington State Bank scoreboard and a conversation with Shauna Smith. Nakari Morrickle-Palmer with it. Over right now to Jake Gebhardt. Jake watching a couple of cutters. Now he'll go to his right-hand side. Drew Richardson, 90 seconds left in the half. Here's a nice little pick and go. Richardson feeds Jake Gebhardt for 2. That's 4 points for Jake.
That's textbook basketball right there.
So much fun to watch. 44-10 now. There's a pull-up jumper on the left-hand baseline by Republic County. That's no good from Morris. Nakari Morrickle-Palmer with another rebound. 1:04 left to go here before halftime. Richardson has it, plays it to Nakari down low. He'll back in the defender, rise up, shoots. It goes over the rim, no good. And now a steal on the rebound to Kaysen Lilly. Kaysen plays it back to Nakari. He dumps it off to Richardson. Out to Jake Gebhardt for 3, top of the circle. That one won't go. And the rebound by Melton in the far corner. Boy, the bench wanted that one to go down for Jake, didn't they?
He sure did.
Public County back the other way now. Hard bounce inside to Tooman. Tooman gives it up. Now he gets it right back. Trying to position against Jake Gebhardt. He'll play it outside to Melton. Melton right back in. Jake's going to knock this one out of bounds. It will stay with Republic County. 26 seconds left to play in the half. And a timeout called by Republic County that we will keep right here. Again, Phillips Seed Farms holding a Whitetail Management Summit. It's coming up at Tony's Pizza Event Center in February. You need to be registered by January 31st. Jump on the Facebook page of Phillips Seed Farms, or you can also go to Tony's Pizza Event Center website or Phillips Seed Farms website for more details. Again, that event coming up in February. It is a great event. They bring in people from all over the United States. It's going on at Tony's Pizza Event Center in February, but you need to be registered by January 31st. 44-10 our score here. If you missed it earlier, checking the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, the Southeast of Saline ladies got a 47-29 victory over Republic County. It's their 10th of the season. They will now turn their attention to the visiting Ellsworth Bearcats, as we will be back in our home gym for the first time in over 3 weeks coming up on Friday.
That'll be fun to be back there for a change, Devin.
I'm going to have to use the GPS. I forgot how to get there. It's been so long since we've been at home. And it's just been one game at home, too. We played the one against Minneapolis, and it seems like we've been on the road ever since then. Here's Republic County with a lob pass, getting the ball back in play. 22 seconds left to go before the horn to signify halftime. High post to Melton. Melton's being hounded defensively by Kaysen Lilly. Over to the right now. Skip pass back over to the top. They're going to try a three. That hit the rim, hit the backboard, and then went in. That one belongs to Sam Tuman for three. Southeast trying a shot at the buzzer, and that will come up empty, no good. A good half, though, by Southeast of Saline. They score 22 points in each quarter. They go to the locker room up 44-13 here at the break. The Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report is here. When we come back, we'll have a conversation with Shauna Smith, also numbers from the first half, as we are at halftime. 44-13, Southeast of Saline leads it here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Hi, everyone. It's Flanell Garrettson from SalinaHomes.com. It's a new Trojan basketball season, and our coaches have devised a solid game plan. Just like basketball, to reach your goals in the real estate game, we need to have a dynamic game plan. I enjoy working with many of our Trojan supporters in all aspects of real estate. Upsizing, downsizing, investments, town or country. One call to me, and we will get your personalized game plan ready to win. Go Trojans!
Buy or sell, call Winnell at SalinaHomes.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here in Belleville at Republic County High School, Devin Haney along with Shauna Smith as we get ready to talk about the victory earlier tonight for Southeast of Saline's Lady Trojans. At halftime here, the guys contested. It's 44-13, Southeast of Saline. Coach, looking back at your game, a quick turnaround really from the Sterling tournament last week where you guys went to Sterling, played 3 different games, had a Friday game, and then a short weekend you turned around. You're back on the road here to take on Republic County in Belleville, and you get the victory 47-29. I know things were a little slow coming out and starting this game. It just seemed like maybe your struggles shooting the ball carried over a little bit from the tournament in that first quarter, but your defense was fantastic early on.
Yeah, so we kept kind of telling the girls there, and I kept just shoot the ball. It's going to go in, and finally I said we kind of, in the second quarter, we kind of moved Maddie Harris to our high post that one, and she hits that, immediately 2 passes in, she hits that, and I felt like a lot of weight got lifted off our shoulders right in that possession because it was like we ran a half-court offense and something good happened instead of because the other points were just kind of coming off a transition. And I felt like we kind of went from there. The scoring didn't come easy for us besides in transition tonight, but I think it was better than it was over the tournament week.
There was one point in this game. It was tied 11-11, and then you had a 1-point lead after they scored a bucket to go up by 1, and then you went on a 14-0 run. Even a 16-1 run, if you want to expand that a little bit, to go into the locker room at halftime. You come out of the locker room, you score the first 7 points of the third quarter, and a lot of that was defense, deflection, steals, leading out to offense. I thought Lexi Jacobson tonight was as good as anybody, but your guards as a group did a good job deflecting the ball as well.
Yeah, and that's what we told them tonight, not reach in and do some things, as we kind of got caught doing that a couple of times. Sometimes it's hard not to do that, but just have active hands and make them handle the ball. And then when we did those things, we created turnovers by just putting that ball pressure and, just kind of stepping in passing lanes. It wasn't necessarily like reaching when they went into there. So once we kind of would stay disciplined with that, then some good things were happening for us, because also as we were kind of putting them at the free throw line quite a bit tonight, it seemed like.
As active as you were, you didn't get into foul trouble a whole lot. They did shoot 17 free throws. A lot of that was kind of on the 1-and-1 on the back end of it, though. It seemed like every free throw rebound that went up, there was a foul on somebody. And it's just the way the game was called. But I really don't. I lose perspective sometimes of how good your defense is and how many points you allow until I put it in a box score. You gave up less than 6 points 3 different quarters tonight. You gave up 6, 6, and 5 in the first 3 quarters. That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what I said. And actually, we said over the tournament week, too. And besides tonight, our defense, we're doing pretty good defensively.
Yeah.
We have some things, and we're trying to learn from our mistakes. We watched film yesterday, just to watch. We went back and watched our Hugoton game, and tomorrow we're going to go back and watch our Lions game just to learn from some of those things. Sometimes you think you see those things, but defensively there, now we got to get better offensively. And part of that is we got to put the ball in the bucket, which all of we're capable of doing. We have good shooters on our team, but right now we just can't. But we got to get somewhere. I told the girls, after the game's over, we got to figure out how to make that 2-foot shot. Right now, we are missing so many layups, so many 2-foot shots, and those have got to be gimmies. And those are some big ones we need to hit.
It's been 3 weeks since we've been on our home gym back on January 6th. You will get back to home on Friday, and you're going to take on an Ellsworth team that's playing pretty well this year. What do you know about the Bearcats? Have you had a chance to look at them?
Yeah, we went and watched them play before break, or I guess right after break, I think it was. Right when they played Sacred Heart, and then I've watched them a little bit on film already. And they're very much improved. They're going to play about 10 deep. They have a couple of freshman guards that are at least give them some shooting from the outside. We're going to have to, I think we can buckle down defensively, but we just got to put the ball in the bucket. That's what's going to make a difference there. We got to get out and make them handle the ball, some ball pressure, and just get out pressure and up the passing lanes. And we got to talk. I thought we did a good job tonight of switching on screens and doing things right, like we know how to do it. We've been practicing at practice. There wasn't any some people not stepping out. It was just that's what we're doing, and that's what we're doing every single time.
How much do you talk about now kind of refocusing? The midseason tournament's out of the way. You kind of put that behind you, but then you start looking at sub-state record. I know that's around the corner a little bit, and also that league title still hangs out there too. You have the one league loss to Minneapolis, and right now it's still up for grabs. How much do you talk about that?
We haven't talked about it. We haven't. We've actually talked more about sub-state, and that's not really to the girls. We did make a comment about at Lions, or the games before Lions. We played Lions about how important that win was. Because sometimes third, fourth place games are hard to play. Yeah. Just playing the night before. But we talked about that just for sub-state. Right now, we don't look for Phillipsburg probably to lose a game here. Maybe if they do, it'd be one, but probably not. So we're looking at that second seed, and we got to take care of our job, and then we can't help what anybody else does. But as far as league, we want that there, but we know our league is much improved, and it's gonna be a battle here the rest of the season. We go Friday night with Ellsworth, and then we turn around Sacred Heart and Chapman next week, and those are we don't have a game that's just a gimme game where we're gonna make be able to just kind of walk through a game.
Well, sometimes this gym is not easy to play in. Slow start tonight, but you guys get the victory 47-29. Congratulations on this win. We will see you at home on Friday.
All right, thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline ladies. Her girls tonight get their 10th victory of the season, 47-29. Lexi Jacobson led the way with 17 points. Halftime of the boys contest, 44-13 is our score. Back with scoring from the first half after this 2-minute timeout here on KINA.
Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipseed.com for more details.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
Hey Salina, come see us at the Kelly Kitchener Agency near the intersection of Cloud and Ohio. We want to be your Salina, Kansas insurance agent.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation Sports
for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Devin Haney, Francis Flax back here, high atop the court at Republic County High School in Belleville. Brian Dennett providing live stream video courtesy of Phillips Seed Farms, free of charge on SalinaPost.com. Big Sam Pretty producing and engineering. Halftime of the guys game, 44-13 is our score. As we check in Ames, Iowa, number 12 Iowa State going up against number 5 Kansas State. Yes, Kansas State in the top 5 in the nation right now. 17-14 right now. Cyclones leading the Wildcats.
Salina Septic Services provides septic.
44-13 here so far. Southeast of Saline has had 7 different players score the basketball. They are led by Drake Augustine with 11, 9 for Eli Sawyers, 8 for Nakari Moracle Palmer, 5 for Drew Richardson, 4 for Jake Gebhardt, 4 for Luke Gebhardt, and 3 for Daniel Kerr. Republic County being led by Sam Tooman with 6, 3 for Aiden Morris, 2 for Trey Melton, and 2 for Colin Dahl. For the turnover count, 15 for Republic County, just 1 for Southeast of Saline. Free throws 8 for 14 for Southeast, 3 for 7 for Republic County. Coach, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, turnovers is a big part of that. I had us for 2, but I know I have Republic for 15 as you do. But and we've been very steady, scoring 22 in each quarter. That's pretty good, and holding them to single digits is always good, regardless who you're playing.
Underway, first half. Nakari Moracle Palmer in down low, gets it to Eli Sawyers. Sawyers' first shot attempt on the lob was maybe deflected, but he got his own basketball back and put it in. Now double digits for Eli Sawyers.
That's a pretty easy bucket right there. I thought maybe that Republic County would come out and, be a little more hungry than that.
Here is a deflection by Nakari, taken away by Augustine. Up the floor to Sawyers. He had to tap it to himself to get control of that basketball, and still got 2 points out of it. Now Baker's dozen 13 for Eli Sawyers.
Yeah, I don't think you'll be seeing much of this starting 5 here beyond the midpoint of this third quarter.
They are up by 35 points as we just got underway second quarter. Near deflection by Nakari. They will put it out for a three-pointer that is up and good by Maddox Simpson.
I think he had something to say to Daniel on that one.
6:59 left to go now. Sawyer's back down with his back to the basket. Turns around on the fadeaway. Shot is up, no good. And the rebound comes back to the Republic County Buffs. 48-16. Here's Melton stopping at the free throw line. Now he will play it to Tooman. Tooman lost the basketball. Back the other way. Here comes Augustine. With the bump, it doesn't matter. Off the window, Augustine now has 13. And a little bit of a surprising, I noticed this, just kind of going through some things in Sterling. Season high and career high for Drake Augustine at 12 points. He's done it a couple of times, so he now has a new career high with 13. Sam Tooman gets 2 for Republic County.
Well, it's good to see him get credit on the offensive end because he does everything defensively.
There's Luke Gebhardt near the timeline. Puts the basketball back, and Luke's going to score. Luke Gebhardt has a half a dozen now with 6. 52-18. This game is a back and forth affair here. And another takeaway. Here comes Sawyer. Sawyer's all the way down the floor, and a layup up and good. 6 points for Eli Sawyers here to start out this half. 54-18. And after the junior cheerleaders got done at halftime, this gym cleared out in a hurry.
Yes, it did.
There is a three-pointer left-hand side by Republic County. That's no good. Sawyers with the rebound. Got tripped up, but still continues on. Now has the basketball poked out from behind, but it will stay with Southeast of Saline.
Well, things are pretty easy for us right now, and we can't get complacent because that's not going to happen in too many games this year. Our next game is going to be one we're going to have to be ready for.
That'll be the Bearcats of Ellsworth coming to campus to play at Southeast of Saline on Friday. Here's Nakari Morkel-Palmer. Gets by 2 Belleville players, but then missed the backboard badly, and it will go over the top of the rim, and Republic County will rebound on the other side. 54-18. 3 minutes into this third quarter. Daniel Kerr up top playing defense. Now they pass it to the left to Tooman. Tooman trying to work on Sawyers. Now he's in a double team. He'll play it back out here to Colin Dahl. Maddox Simpson comes around, gets the basketball. Now high post entry. Nakari poked that one away, but he's going to let it roll. Republic County will recover before the timeline. Just nothing easy here for Republic County. Southeast has been really good defensively here tonight.
We're in every passing lane.
There's a ball that goes off the leg of a Southeast player out of bounds. It will stay with Republic County. 4:29 left to go here, third quarter. And the glass has been broken, so to speak. We will have a very short fourth quarter as the clock will run continuously. There's a near steal by Sawyers. He pokes it away. Gebhardt will come up with it. Southeast back down. Here's a lob to the rim. Sawyers can't get it to go, but Nakari is there to poke it back into the cup. 10 points now for Nakari Morkel-Palmer. It's a 38-point lead for Southeast. Now another steal. Sawyers cruising in for the lay-in.
Well, he's going to have a very high shooting percentage in this game because they're all layups.
Yeah, I only remember Eli missing maybe 2 shots so far in this game. He's gotten to the rim, though, very good. He has 8 points already here in this third quarter, 17 for the game. And here's a strip by Gebhardt. Long pass up the floor to Augustine. Drake's going to take it to the cup, and he lost a 2-pointer, but Sawyer's there to poke it back in. And a rebound taken here. Or excuse me, a timeout taken by Southeast of Saline. It's a 30-second timeout. We will take it as well. 3:30 left to go. 60-18. Southeast of Saline on KINA.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at SalinaSepticService.com, proudly supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawnsalina.com.
Tevin Haney, Francis Flax back here in Belleville. 60-18 the score. Southeast of Saline cruising here through this third quarter after leading by 31 at halftime. Drew Richardson, Caden Isaacson, Colin Castleman, Kason Lilly. Excuse me, Connor Castleman, I apologize. Kason Lilly and also Jake Gebhardt back into the game. Here's a shot by Republic County, no good. Caden Isaacson with the rebound for Southeast. 3:09 left to play here in the third. Kason Lilly has it. Little floater for Kason. Flat, hits the front of the rim. Pops up. Now Richardson has it. His putback attempt is no good. And the rebound taken in by Trey Melton for Republic County. Under 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Melton lost his dribble. Now he'll play it to the right-hand side. Aiden Morris has it. Morris with a hard bounce pass taken up by Castleman on the turnover for Republic County. Long pass up the floor. Kason Lilly for 2. And a nice look up the floor that time by Connor Castleman.
Yeah, he just put it on the floor once and went ahead and let it go.
Kason Lilly's first basket of the game. Yeah. He is the 9th Trojan to score in this game.
Well, he led Kason where he didn't even have to break stride. It was just a...
There's a foul now called on Republic County after Caden Isaacson took the basketball away. Tooman fouled him, shoved him towards the baseline. First foul there on Sam Tooman. Southeast of Saline will take it back. 2:14 left to go here in the third. 62-18. Inside, Drew Richardson will score again. Drew having a good night scoring the ball, now with 7. Had a 3-pointer in the second quarter. That's a second 2 of the game. 64-18. Here's Steele poked away by Isaacson. Now he's going to come back through. Nearly get it. It's Caden Isaacson just tearing up that far corner of the floor over there. It'll stay with Republic County. And down low, Tooman going to work on Isaacson. Rises up, can't get it to go over the top of Caden. Jake Gebhardt will clean up the rebound. Richardson to Castleman on the right-hand side. Castleman tried baseline. Now he comes back out to Caden Isaacson. Isaacson behind the back dribble. Now he gets himself in trouble. And the ball squirts free, and a foul will be called here against Republic County.
You know, Devin, I'd like to see the Tooman kid on a squad that was a little better.
Yeah,
because he's not that bad of a player, but
right.
He can't just can't do it by himself.
Case and Lilly with it. Here's Castleman driving baseline. His leaner won't go. Isaacson with the first putback attempt, can't get it, but his second one will go in. Give the extra rebound and a bucket to Caden Isaacson.
It was a nice drive by Castleman, and then Caden did the rest.
1:04 left to go here in the third, 66-18. Here's a steal now by Case and Lilly. Spin move in the paint, and the layup is good. That was a beautiful move in transition from Case and Lilly. He was flying down the floor.
Yeah, well, he was flying from the time he intercepted that pass.
68-18, now a 50-point game. And as we call them, the second-teamer guys here, they are not letting down. They're out there playing just as good. 30 seconds left to go in the third. Here's a runner by Republic County, no good. 5 purple jerseys underneath the basket to get the rebound. Here comes Case and Lilly up across the timeline. He'll turn, give it to Richardson. 18 seconds left to go here in the third. Drew Richardson with it. He'll go to his right-hand side now, still way out behind the line. Down to Isaacson. Back to Richardson. He'll try the three at the buzzer off the front of the rim. That won't go. 2 seconds left. Rebound kick back out. Isaacson had a chance for a catch and shoot. He took too long, and that'll be the end of the third. 68-18. It's all southeast of Saline here on KINA.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com. Hunters, don't miss the 2023 Whitetail Summit. This is an opportunity to hear from some of the most highly regarded experts in the whitetail management field. Our event will feature Dr. Bronson Strickland from Mississippi State University and Don Higgins, founder of Real World Wildlife and co-host of the Chasing Giants podcast, as well as Wes Delks, a Higgins outdoor consultant. This event will include a meal and exclusive show specials from our sponsors. Doors open at 9:30 a.m. Saturday, February 18th at the Tony's Pizza Event Center. Go to phillipsseed.com for more details.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Republic County High School. Devin Haney, Francis Flax, a couple of new faces. Actually, almost a whole new lineup outside of Connor Castleman. We will see Levi Allen, Kirby Davis, along with Brenton Leeds, and for the first time this season, freshman Gannon Jacobson in there for southeast of Saline. Trojans lead at 68-18.
And you know it's good to see this. This is the best on-the-job training is the best training you can get in basketball.
Here's a backdoor cut by Republic County, and they'll kick it out for a three-pointer that's up and good from Connor Martin, his first basket of the game. Up the floor, though, here's Jacobson. Lost the basketball off his left leg, saved it from going out of bounds, but it's over to Republic County. Southeast of Saline not making a lot of turnovers in this game tonight. That was a rare one there. Here is Connor Martin now for 2. He has scored the last 5 points. Levi Allen on the left-hand side. Castleman now with it. Jacobson comes around. He passes it down low to Allen. Levi Allen with a little up and under move and a wild shot at the rim. He's going to draw the foul, and they're going to say it's on the floor. We've had just 2 fouls called here in this second half as the clock continues to run. Levi Allen will go to the free throw line. First varsity free throws for Levi Allen. First one crawls out, no good.
That's good. Get
Second
your
one.
name in the scorebook.
Yep, got that one to go. 69-23. Republic County with it now. Southeast of Saline wearing those lavender jerseys back on defense. Skip pass over the top of the defense. Republic County is going to throw it away. 9 turnovers in the second half, 24 for the game now.
My pencil ran out of lead, so I quit keeping track.
69-23. Southeast of Saline with it. Castleman was open from 3. Now he's going to drive, get to the rim. That won't go. Leads with the rebound, and he is tied up with a Buffalo, and they're going to say the arrow will be checked. It is in favor of Southeast of Saline. Southeast with a baseline inbounds here. Castleman will do the honors. Looking, waiting. Leeds springs open. Left-hand side of the bucket is up and good. Brenton Leeds gets his first basket.
Well designed out of bounds play.
71-23 now. Southeast of Saline with the score.
Kirby Davis held that pick as long as he could hold it.
Yes, he did. There's a shot put up. That's no good. Davis now with the rebound. Here comes Kirby up the floor. Long pass to Leeds. Went off his hands, but he's able to bring it in and score. Give the assist to Kirby Davis and the layup to Brenton Leeds. 73-23. Now it's a 50-point game. Bryson Flax has never lost to Republic County as a head coach. Matter of fact, this will be 19 in a row now for Southeast of Saline on the guys' side.
You know, the night was about, I don't know how many years ago, but this place was rocking. Republic County had a nice team, and Southeast was rated in the state. And at the end of regulation, we had 4 starters still in the game. 1 had fouled out. In the first overtime, 2 fouled out. We went to the second and the third overtime. Nice move, Kirby. Went to the second and third overtime, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, Bryson scored every point in the overtimes for Southeast.
See, that's part of the story we didn't hear. Here's Jacobson coming down the floor, tried to gather himself up for the layup, and he's stripped from behind. Ball will remain with Southeast of Saline.
Well, he's not going to tell you that.
No,
His mother
no.
might.
You've told me not to give her a headset, though. He just said it was a 4 overtime game, and that was the only game they had lost to that point. So now we get the Paul Harvey edition. We get the rest of the story from you. Here comes Republic County back the other way. I think it's also worth talking about that Eli Sawyer's still climbing that point list. His 19 tonight, not even playing in the fourth quarter, will put him with 1,176 points as he is closing in on Jackson Montgomery. 26 points away from tying Jackson for third all-time in Southeast boys history. 73-23 here. Southeast leading with 3:10 left to go. Stay with us in post-game. We'll talk to Bryson Flax. Also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game and final numbers from this pending victory. There's a block inside by Leeds. Melton goes out, dives for the rebound, or the loose ball, and referee has to come in and separate bodies.
Nothing malicious, just a struggle for the basketball.
I can't believe guys like Trey Melton are still in there. Just as I say that, he's going to come out. But this Republic County team, you questioned it when we started, depth being one of those things that Republic County has struggled with. They've only played 7 guys in this game. They just don't have a lot of guys out. Here's a backdoor cut to Simpson. Shot up, no good from Dahl, and a rebound taken in by Castleman. We approach the 2-minute mark. Jacobson has it in the corner. Big skip pass over the top, back to the center of the floor. Kirby Davis, spin move in the lane, gets into traffic. That won't go. Leeds trying to keep it alive, and it's going to be off of a Republic County player out of bounds, and it will stay with Southeast. 1:49 left to go. Clock continues to run. Tied up in Ames, K-State and Iowa State 29-all with 3:07 left to go in the first half. Here's Davis off the inbounds, and he's going to score. Kirby Davis gets one on the left-hand side of the bucket. Here's Leeds with a block on the defensive end. We'll go back the other way. Levi Allen with it. Up the floor to Jacobson, and that one knocked out of bounds by a Republic County player. 1:10 left to play. Lob pass up top to Leeds. Now to Levi Allen. His jumper won't go down. Davis and they're fighting for the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Kirby Davis. For Southeast of Saline, it's their first foul of the second half.
Well, I'm really proud of this group that's on the floor right now. They're trying to run their stuff.
Yeah.
You know, they're missing some passes, this and that, but this is what it takes right here.
So easy to get out there, just make it look like Keystone Cops, and you're just so all over the place, and really bad basketball times in this situation. But you're right, these Southeast guys are keeping it right on line. 75-23, closing seconds of this game, 20 seconds left to go. Levi Allen lost the basketball, and it comes back to Republic County. Simpson will pull up mid lane, left-hand side, no good. Kirby Davis with the rebound, and he will walk it towards the timeline with 10 seconds left to go. Clock down to 7. Castleman will put it on his hip, and that will do it. 75-23, Southeast of Saline with a big victory. They will stop the losing streak at one game, and they will move now to a big game coming up on Friday against Ellsworth at home. 11-1 now. The overall record for Southeast of Saline, they are 4-0 in league play, and they will drop Republic County down to 3-10. Post-game is here. It's brought to you by Commercial Tire Centers. We'll go over scoring for you, have a conversation with Bryson Flax. Also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game after this 75-23 victory for Southeast of Saline over Republic County here on KINA.
Winter travel.